Well, good evening and welcome to Arkadelphia Badger Football 2024 regular season finale from Leopard Stadium on the campus of Malvern High School. Good evening, everybody. This is Chris Babb, joined by Cooper Darr for the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show. Jeff Root will be along for the play-by-play with Cooper here in about 20 minutes. It is Week 10. It is rivalry week. It is for the conference championship. It is for the 1 seed from the 4A7. It is for the Ouachita River Rumble belt, and it is Arkadelphia versus Malvern. We're glad you're with us. It is a rainy night in Hot Spring County. It has rained just like in Arkadelphia. It has rained in Malvern most of the day. Still coming down here at Leopard Stadium tonight. Not as hard as it was a while ago, but it has been on and off. It's been more on than off. And so it is a turf field, though. Good playing surface here. Just replaced the turf here in the offseason at Leopard Stadium. And so playing conditions should be fine. Chris Babb, Cooper Darr here on the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show. We'll hear from Coach Trey Shucker here in a few minutes in the interview brought to you by Roger Wingfield State Farm. Before we go to that, Cooper, you've had a chance to walk down on the field, see the facilities, kind of get a feel for a rivalry situation. I know you said, I bet this is a fun game, and it usually is. It's anytime you have rivalry week, it's fun, and that's going to be no different tonight, even though it is not the best weather. The crowd might be impacted a little bit, but it's still going to be a fun night.
That's right. It's going to be a fun night, and, I was wearing Badger gear walking the stadium, and I might have had some leopards look at me in the eye, look me up and down a little bit, but you know what? That's okay, because this is a rivalry game, and this is what you want in a good football game, especially for a conference championship as well. You want some of those games. You want that rivalry game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, this means a lot to both players and all the fans here tonight. So should be a really, really good game.
Arkadelphia and Malvern both come into tonight's game undefeated in conference at 6-0. The conference championship is on the line. Arkadelphia 7-2 overall. Malvern trying to finish a perfect regular season. They come into the game 9-0. And both of these teams are ready to go. Arkadelphia under head coach Trey Shucker. Malvern under first year for the second time, head coach John Fogelman, head coach of the Leopards at last decade, went to Little Rock Catholic and is in his first year back at the helm of the Malvern Leopard football program. We are about 20 minutes away from kickoff of this 4A7 conference championship, de facto conference championship game. And after this, on the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show, we'll hear from Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker in the interview brought to you by Roger Wingfield State Farm. Stick around. We'll be back with more of the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show after this timeout. Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia.
Great coaches know that success on the field takes more than just athletic ability. It takes a winning strategy. And at Southern Bancorp, we believe the same applies to banking. Whether you need competitive rates on loans and accounts to keep you in the game, or financial tools like credit counseling and homebuyer education to move the ball down the field, we can help. Visit banksouthern.com today and let's build your winning strategy. Southern Bancorp, wealth builders for everyone. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield for your personal price plan today.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield in Arkadelphia today.
Welcome back to the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show. Chris Babb with Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker. And this interview brought to you by Roger Wingfield State Farm. Stop by Roger Wingfield State Farm at 620 Pine Street, 870-246-2162. See how they can have you, help you out. Glad that Roger Wingfield State Farm is in business now after the start of the month. Coach, we go back to last week, another victory for the Badgers. Another game in which you said a couple of times that it was consistent and complementary football, meaning all three phases of your of the game were working well for the Badgers. Last week in a win against Genoa Central, multiple players found the end zone. Your defense did what it needed to do, and special teams was solid as usual.
That's right, and that's kind of been my word here for about a month now, is just consistent, and that's what we want to see. Just the type of game that it should be. We do what we did what we were supposed to do, or what we felt like we were supposed to do. We work things in practice. We want to see that executed in the game, and that's what we did.
Defensively, you're based on our stats up here, not anything official, but we had, because of a couple of penalties and some big yardage losses, negative 15 yards in the first half from your defense. Obviously, Genoa came in outmatched, but your defense still has to go out and play, and they have. They've done that all year. Only a couple of games in which they've given up multiple touchdowns. Obviously, that could change as we get into tonight and into the playoffs. You're going to face some different types of competition. But the defense up front has really been controlling the entire game.
Yeah, our matchup with just our defensive line versus, the type of teams that we're playing with, what they put on the field also, it's been just a really good matchup in our favor up front. And we've taken advantage of it, and we've just kind of feasted off of that matchup, and it just is what it is.
It's just fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. It is. It's a lot of fun to watch.
You're an offensive guy, and it's still got to be fun to watch for you.
It is. Well,
when it's your team,
absolutely. Just the team in general. And then it puts our offense in good field position too, and our defense is playing really, really well. And we're playing with a short field a lot, and that some of that kind of scares me, just because we haven't had to put a 6-play drive together a lot of times. Or more than a 6-play drive, and when you have to play the full field, a lot of times it takes more than that, and so that's the part that kind of worries me at times. Right. I know that we can.
On the other hand, you're not going to turn down an 80-yard touchdown play.
Absolutely not. It's just. But I just know that in big games, and tonight we have a big game. You got to be able to put really good drives together and execute 7, 8, 9, 10 plays in a single drive, and that's going to be the interesting thing about tonight. I'm excited for it.
Take a look at the players of the game offensively. Jay Purifoy, again, a solid effort offensively from your senior receiver.
Yeah, he's been a playmaker, always has been for us, but he's having a really good senior year. Just explosive anytime he's got the ball. It's big play. His average per touch, I think, is pretty high, whether it's throwing the ball or running the ball, and he's so dynamic in both those aspects. I mean, he's so quick. You put him in anybody in 5-yard radius. I mean, he's tough to catch, and so it's really nice to have him for us. I mean, he's doing a great job.
And I would imagine when you go to pick a defensive player of the game, it's kind of hard for the coaching staff to do.
Yeah, because there's so many players over there that are making so much of a big impact on our defense, and our defense is playing so well. There's so many different ways it could go, and we just end up picking who impacts the overall game the biggest. But it could go a lot of different ways every single week, and has been for the majority of the season.
Let's talk about the junior high before the break. After the break, we'll talk about Malvern, tonight's game. Obviously, for the conference championship, it's for the 1 seed and on the top half of the bracket in the playoffs. It's the Ouachita River Rumble. They want to win the belt, and it's a rivalry game. We'll talk about all that after the break. A whole list of things. We may take 7 minutes to talk about all that. But before the break, let's talk about the junior high team. The junior high finished last night with a 36-30 victory over Malvern. It was 8-6 at halftime, and then an offensive explosion in the second half, and really got some things rolling. Yeah,
our offense just started clicking. Our defense played really, really well in the first half, only giving up 8 points. And so the second half, our offense started clicking and started really hitting some big plays and getting some chunk plays. And Malvern kind of did the same thing, and it was a ball game all the way to the end, but it was a really good season finale for our junior high. We were very happy to come out on top of it.
7th grade lost their game against Malvern. It's been a good learning season for them. I know their results probably aren't what the kids would like, but I know I've heard that you and the coaching staff talk about how much overall you like that group and the importance of their sticking with it and developing.
That's right. And, our 7th grade, it was a good learning season, just like you said, that we had, with every 7th grade season.
Right.
There's always kids that didn't get to play Pee Wee or just chose not to, and now they're coming out for football. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of times in 7th grade, it just kind of comes down to who's got the most naturally developed kids out there.
Right.
I mean, honestly. And so, but no, the coachability of our 7th grade group, the way that they have fun at practice, the way they compete, we're very excited about our 7th grade group also coming up through our program. The season record doesn't really show the potential of the group, and that's the disappointing part of it. And that's, the thing that we've got to make sure the kids don't get so discouraged about. But, if they can just see the bigger picture, get into the off season, and once we get an off season with them in a summer and just all the things that just our program does as they come up, they're going to be a fun group over the years.
Obviously, I have a 7th grader in that group, and after they got their win against last week, he came home and told older brother who was in the 7th grade obviously Carter graduated in their senior year was the semifinal year, and he said, Carter, we got one more win than you guys did in 7th grade.
That's
because
right.
that group did they were still doing the jamborees and everything back then, but they got nary a single jamboree session victory.
That's tough.
They stuck in it, and I think that's the importance and the when you do look at the big picture, the development of junior high players, 7th, 8th, and 9th, staying in there, and that's something I know you and your staff take pride in, is the development that you work with on these student players from 7th grade up.
No doubt, and it's just the overall development as a human being. Also, our society wants so much just quick satisfaction, quick success. But this group right here, the 7th grade group, and a lot of groups that we've had come through here,
not going to be quick success with that one.
Well,
it is.
It's just how it played out, but just to trust the process and develop every single day for, the whole time that you're in our program, and it will pay off in the end. And it's our groups right now at the high school level are the same way.
It is time for the Ouachita River Rumble. Just getting closer to kickoff, Coach Shucker and I will talk about the Badgers and the Leopards after the break. Our thanks to Roger Wingfield State Farm for sponsoring this interview each week. We'll be back with more of the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show after this timeout. As a family-owned sporting goods supplier since 1950, Southwest Sporting Goods understands the value of customer service and is committed to providing the best quality customer service and merchandise available. Southwest Sporting Goods is located in Arkadelphia, but also has salesmen that cover the entire state of Arkansas to help ensure that their customers will receive the best customer service and pricing that can be found. Southwest Sporting Goods, located in downtown Arkadelphia, supporting the Badgers since 1950.
Go Badgers!
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Welcome back to the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show. Chris Babb with Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker. This interview brought to you each week by Roger Wingfield State Farm. Stop by and see him at 620 Pine Street. Give him a call at 870-246-2162. Well, Coach, I think we're close enough to kick off at Malvern that we can actually talk about the Malvern game now. Now, coaches and players can't look forward, but just to be honest, based as the conference played out this year, everybody has been looking to this being the game that was going to decide conference championship, and here we are. And so obviously the team's focus has turned to this game. This is we mentioned the long list of things. Ultimately, though, it comes down to it's a game between two teams. A lot of interest on both sides of the sideline. A lot of families on both sides of the sideline. So it's a rivalry game. What is the I guess the focus of, not the focus of the team, what's the message to the team when you try not to get caught up in all of the extra stuff, and really it's a football game between two teams, and you've got to go do what you have to do.
Yeah, I think it starts early in the week whenever we start our game prep for the week, and this isn't the first time we've been in this situation.
No.
I mean, this is the third year in a row, but just understanding that it's the same as any other game that we've played this season. This is not the Super Bowl. This is not the state championship. It is a big game that means a lot of different things. But whoever wins this game is not guaranteed a state championship. We've learned that in the past.
You're guaranteed to get to next week.
That's exactly right, and we've already done that.
Yep.
And so, there are a lot of things and a lot of confidence, a lot of pride that comes along with this game for the winner. But it is the same as any other game that we've played this year. And so that's the way that we've approached it. We've kept things the same. Sure, there's been some different wrinkles that we've added in different schemes, just some plays that we're going to run, some ways we're going to line up defensively, all that stuff. But trying to keep things as normal as possible, not make it bigger than what it really is. I mean, it is a big game. I'm not trying to downplay it.
Right.
But just to our kids, it's the same as what we've done. They don't have to do anything different than what they've done the rest of the season. They've prepared every single week and developed throughout the season to get to this point. And so, we're good enough to win the game with what we've got. We don't have to drink any magic potion or do a bunch of crazy stuff. Just be the team that we are, and that's where we're at.
The winner of this game will get a conference championship T-shirt.
Yeah.
You'll get a belt. And then you'll also come back to work on Sunday and Monday and get ready for another game. Ultimately, that's what it is. Let's talk about Malvern. Obviously, Coach John Fogelman back at the helm of the Malvern Leopards. He was the Leopards coach in the last decade, and then went to Little Rock Catholic and now has come back. Austin Warford has come back to Malvern. He was a quarterback for the Leopards under Fogelman. Coach Darrell Baker's still there. Obviously, we know the relationship with Coach Brumfield, who used to coach here and coach there. So you're facing, Coach Trent Wilson,
Arkadelphia
used to coach Arkadelphia alum, coached here, now coaches at Malvern. And so you're facing somewhat of a new staff, but there are also some similarities. What are some of the differences that you guys have seen, or what are you as you prepare for Malvern now as compared to maybe under Coach Plumlee the last couple of years?
They've taken some steps forward in their passing game. They're able to spread the ball around to their different playmakers a little bit better than what they've done in the past, which credit to what they've done in the past, given what they've had. Keep the ball in their big running backs' hands the past couple of years. Moving forward, they're more dynamic offensively right now. They do line up a little bit different on defense. They've shown some different things. They've shown some three-front stuff earlier this year, and so we've got to be prepared for multiple fronts. Multiple defensive alignments, and our defense has got to be prepared to defend the pass a little bit more.
I would guess that also, since they do try to get the ball to their playmakers in space, that the importance of tackling this week.
Absolutely.
It's been a while since tackling is going to be as important, and maybe not that Arkadelphia has not tackled well.
Right.
They've just been tackling in a mob, the 9-5-9 mentality. The ball's been there.
Yeah.
But you're going to see tonight defensive backs, linebackers having to make solo tackles in space, I would imagine, tonight.
Well, we've got to have that ability. Schematically, we're trying to do the best we can to make sure that we're not caught on an island to where if it's a missed tackle, it's a touchdown. We would like to try to be covered multiple ways. And so pursuit's a big thing this week. Just pre-snap alignment, post-snap play, being good with our eyes and our reads, and then where the football's at, we've got to get everybody to it. And so, a lot of that is the same from week to week, but it's just going to be a little bit different from what we've seen in the past.
Offensively, I would imagine it's very offensively, I would imagine it's very similar as well. Be consistent, do what you do, and passing game and running game working together.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we're going to get lined up and we're going to do what we do. Offensively, it's about us. I mean, we don't change what we're doing based off of the defense. We want to control the game with our play and execution. It starts up front with our offensive line, being dominant, the run game, being able to move the football on the ground, and then also taking our shots and getting the ball to our playmakers in space to be explosive when we have the opportunity.
Well, Coach, I know it's been a fun regular season as everybody was looking to get to this end of the season to have a chance to play for a conference championship, and that's what you and your guys will getting ready to run out here in a few minutes, so we appreciate you taking your time out each week.
I absolutely appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show after this timeout. This interview brought to you each week by Roger Wingfield State Farm, 870-246-2162. Back with more of the Southern Bancorp pregame show after this timeout.
Doctors Gary and Rob Rucker are proud sponsors of this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Dr. Gary and Rob Rucker supporting the Badgers since 1996.
At Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone CPA, we seek to provide accounting, tax, and financial planning services to individuals and small businesses with proficiency and integrity. Serving Arkadelphia since 1977, our staff looks forward to meeting your financial goals of today and also becoming your financial advocate for life. Visit us at 205 North 25th Street or call 246-8991 today. Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone LTD says Go Badgers.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield for your personal price plan today.
And here we are live at David Alpe Field here at Leopard Stadium in Malvern. This is Jeff Root along with me, Cooper Darr. And Cooper, we have been looking forward to this for weeks. Arkadelphia plays it one game at a time, and finally that one game is the big rivalry against Malvern, and it's for the championship.
That's right. Obviously, we've had this one circled on our calendar for a very long time, and I'm sure Coach Shucker has as well. So, big rivalry game, conference championship playing for that belt once again tonight.
We would have a completely full house if we had a little bit better weather, but we still have a very good crowd here on the visitor side. A lot of folks have come over. They brought their umbrellas from Arkadelphia. And right below us, we're in a really nice, newly designed home side. Great press box, and underneath us, a pretty large crowd also because it is senior night here in Malvern.
That's right. It's senior night, so that just means it's a little bit more for the Leopards and it's a little bit more for the Badgers. Obviously, it's the conference championship. It's the biggest rivalry game of the year thus far, and it's senior night. So this could potentially be one of the last games that the Leopards have here for these seniors at home. So it is a big game, a lot at stake here tonight.
I've complimented this press box already. I want to compliment the Pulleys and all the other folks who have been great to us here in the Malvern press box. But we do have one disadvantage in that we have our camera inside. So with the rain, with the mist that we're having, they have a nice lean to this and an angle that we think we can keep the rain out of our shots. But it has been raining all day here in Malvern. Hard rain earlier in the day, a little bit of mist right now. But I don't believe, Cooper, it's going to have too much of an effect on the passing game or the running game. For one thing, the field's in great shape. It's new turf.
That's right. Brand new turf, brand new, really everything here. This is a brand new stadium. So the rain came and went there for a little bit, but it has stopped now. So I'm excited to see some normal played football here.
Here is a low rolling kickoff, picked off, return to the middle of the field, to the 25, up to the 30. Wagner goes down at the 30, and there is a flag down on the play also. So Arkadelphia returned the opening kickoff, but a flag went down as Wagner went down at the 30.
Good job by Wagner there. I don't know if the Leopards wanted to kind of get the ball wet there a little bit, potentially have a turnover there for the Leopards if they wanted that. But good job by Wagner being able to pick up the ball from the wet ground, and just a great job.
Holding call against Arkadelphia. That's going to move it back. Hold happened about the 25-yard line. It looks like they'll march it all the way back to, now it looks like the 14-yard line. First down for Arkadelphia, the 14-yard line, so they have bad field position, but Arkadelphia does have the ball first, and this Arkadelphia offense obviously has been very, very strong all year long, especially, of course, in conference play. The quarterback is the sophomore, and Bryson McCoy wants to throw on first down. He'll get it to his receiver up to the 20-yard line. Tackle there, Wagner with the nice catch.
And the Badgers, they're going to have a physical game tonight. Maybe not something that we've been used to the past couple weeks, but I'm sure they came into this game knowing this is going to be one of the most physical games of the year.
Second down, 4 yards to go, and they're going to run the ball. And here is hit at the line of scrimmage and no gain. was Reed on the carry. Kyle Reed tried to find a hole, but that was a quick reaction by the defensive line for Malvern. 3rd down and 4.
And he was tackled by Brandon Jackson, a big defensive tackle for the other side, around 250 pounds.
McCoy at quarterback. Reed is standing next to him. In motion comes, it looks like Jay Purifoy, and he's going to have a first down as he crosses the 25-yard line.
And I think that's going to be a Welch Funeral Home first down right there for the Badgers.
He just cut straight up the field on what looked like it would be an end around, but a nice gain of 6, and it's first down and 10 for Arkadelphia. They love to get Purifoy the ball. He's a receiver, but often will run the ball as well. Back to pass is McCoy. He's going to throw deep down the middle of the field, trying to get to the ball is Wagner. It is incomplete. The defender was running with Wagner, did not turn to look for the football. Wagner tried to go around him. There was some contact there, but it's a no call, an incomplete pass.
I'm kind of looking at this offensive line for the Badgers and the defensive line for the Leopards. It looks like they have a 6'4". He's a little bit lighter on the side, but he has a really good takeoff if you watch number 12 on this right side.
So Arkadelphia on 2nd down and 10 looks to the sideline. Reed is the running back, McCoy the quarterback. He's got 3 receivers to his left. He will run the ball. He gets it to Reed. Reed finds a hole to the 30 up to the 34-yard line. Good gain on 2nd down. 3rd down and short coming up.
Obviously, that's going to be something we expect of Reed all night. All the running backs, as we don't have Moody this week, but Reed's going to step up in a huge way tonight.
Ball spotted at the 35. They need 1 more for first down. He's hit in the backfield and will not get that yard. He's going to be tackled back at the 33 or 34-yard line. 4th down coming. They just got in the backfield before Reed could hit the line of scrimmage. They'll back him up 2 yards to the 33-yard line, and it's 4th down and 3.
Interested to see what Coach Shucker does right here. Does he go for it or does he take the punt? Looks like they might go for it.
They're lined up to go for it. Let's see. 4th down, 3 yards to go. In motion goes McCoy. I'm sorry, goes Orion, yeah. And it looks like he's going to back up and punt now. So McCoy will kick the ball away. Very good punt. No one's deep to return it, so it will be allowed to bounce. It goes out of bounds, though. A little disadvantage there, Cooper, that it didn't bounce farther, but it was a good kick, and it puts Malvern at its own 28-yard line to get started offensively.
That's right, and that's something the Badgers aren't really used to, is really getting stopped on any down. And so, you know, that's just a testament of how good this football game is about to be. The Badgers got to step up for this game, and the Malvern Leopards are going to come out, as they usually do, in a rivalry game.
The quarterback is a good one. Cedric Bishop Allen threw for 246 yards last week against Nashville. He can run the ball also, and of course they have a very good running back. You'll find him at 2 running backs in the formation, but the most dangerous is Tavion Clegg, the number 35, and he is an outstanding back. Now he's going to stand next to his quarterback. Bishop is going to hand it to him. Arkadelphia will get to him in the backfield and drive him down with a tackle for loss.
That was an amazing play, just being able to get on that outside. It looked like that was a double counter play, so a guard and a tackle pulling the opposite way. Having 2 blockers come out there, and still our defensive line and outside linebackers being able to get out there, stop the motion, and make a huge, huge tackle for loss.
4-yard loss on a simple handoff. Arkadelphia's defensive line has come to play tonight, it would appear, from that first play, and we expected nothing less than that. 2nd and 14 for Malvern. Bishop looks for a place to go, and he's going to be brought down. He looked for a handoff, and no one was there, and then he couldn't find a place to run as the defensive line was coming at him. So 2 tackles for loss on the 2 first plays for Malvern.
And that's Skylar McClure for you. I mean, he can just get off the line of scrimmage. He's been doing it all season long. Obviously, we talk a lot about Nykeeson. We talk about Xavier. But Skylar McClure has been there since day one, and he could still get in the backfield. So great job, Skylar.
Loss of 4 and then a loss of 6. It is 3rd down and 20 for Malvern. We'll see if Allen would like to throw deep, and we'll see how much time he has to throw, or maybe they'll just give it to Clegg and try to pick up some yardage here. They need 20 for a first down on 3rd down, and now there has been a timeout called by Malvern, some confusion on where to line up that time. So they've called timeout to talk about it, an early timeout, and we'll take a break also. We're early in the first quarter, Arkadelphia 0, Malvern 0. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield for your personal price plan today.
We are back at David Alpe Field, of course, named for the outstanding coach, athletic director here at Malvern. Remember seeing David Alpe's teams line up against John Outlaw's teams in the 1980s. Quite a long-lasting rivalry between these two teams, and tonight, Malvern undefeated on the year against Arkadelphia, and the Badgers, of course, undefeated in conference play. On 3rd down and long, he wants to throw, and he's going to fire it downfield and throw it away. Nowhere to go, and so the quarterback, Bishop Allen, just had to throw it away, and a flag went down at the end of the play. Arkadelphia believes that it's going to be against Malvern. Could be a hold, but let's see. It is going to be 4th down and 20. I think they're going to punt it no matter what. Surely they would decline it and let Malvern punt from here. Let's see if that is indeed the case. Well, they're going to mark it off.
And it looks like that pass, he might have been across the line of scrimmage, so that's kind of
So they lost
what I
the
was
down.
thinking.
That was the call. Not holding, but he had crossed the line of scrimmage, and that's true. He was up to the 20-yard line, and line of scrimmage was the 18. That's a good call. So it is loss of down. They back them up 5 yards. They'll put it at the 13. They'll have to punt from near their own end zone. There's the kick. It's a high, very nice punt. Returnable, though, for Wagner from the 49-yard line of Malvern. He's to the 45-40, to the 35, to the 30-yard line. And Wagner makes a nice return and a great field position for the Badgers.
Great field position. And this is what we saw a lot last week, having really good field position and Badgers going in, scoring in 3 to 4 plays. But I would expect just a little bit more than 3 to 4 plays tonight, as the Leopards are still having a really good defense, as we just saw on this last drive. So I'm excited to see what the offense of the Badgers do right here.
Malvern defended the run well on the first possession for Arkadelphia. The Badgers got a first down, but then had to punt it away. Now they have great field position. First down and 10 at the 27-yard line of Malvern after that good punt return and a very fine defensive series for Arkadelphia. Reed this time has room. He's going to get 5, 6, 7, 8 yards on the first down, and second down and short is coming.
Grant Rollins, the left guard, left tackle, they just took somebody and just drove them 10 yards. So obviously, Reed's going to get a lot of yards right there.
Second down, 2 yards to go for Arkadelphia. They want to throw it this time, but flags to go down. They're going to stop the play. That's going to be a procedure call against Arkadelphia. So 2nd and 2 is going to become 2nd down and 7. They're going to back it up to the 26-yard line. This is the kind of thing that makes a difference in a game like this, a tight game like this. You want to avoid those unforced errors, and Arkadelphia just made one.
That's right, you do. You can't let the Badgers beat the Badgers. You got to let the Leopards beat the Badgers. So you got to play clean football right here.
Ball at the 24-yard line. Second down, 7 yards to go. Reed to the left of his quarterback, McCoy. McCoy wants to throw it. Reed is in the flat, but he throws across the middle, and he skipped it to the receiver at the 11-yard line. That is incomplete. It was a good catch, but it skipped to him. Badgers going to line up now on 3rd down and 7 from the 24-yard line. On a night like this, I don't know if they'd try a 41-yard field goal, so they probably have 2 downs here to get 7 yards. And a pass is coming. Blitz is on. McCoy does throw to the flat. It is intercepted. Oh, a diving catch on the sideline. Interception is made, and Malvern has the ball back, and Arkadelphia has lost a golden opportunity to get points first here in this ball game. Well, the pass was wide of the receiver, and the defender dove for it and was able to make the catch. So the call went his way, and from the 23-yard line of Malvern, the Leopards have a first down. No score yet in the game, 7:27 left. We are in the first quarter tonight. Malvern went backwards on its first possession. Started at the 28, punted at the 13. They have talked about it on the sideline. We'll see what they'll try to do against this Arkadelphia defense. 2 running backs in the formation, and they're going to have a lead blocker and a running back take it to the side, and he's got big room. This is Clegg to the 40. He's to the 50, and he might go. Arkadelphia trying to cut him off, and he is going to run around a defender and make it all the way to the end zone. That is Tavion Clegg with a 77-yard touchdown run to open the scoring tonight.
Well, I'm kind of looking at this as kind of a wake-up call for the Badgers. Obviously, you can't let that happen. That is a big, big touchdown for the Leopards. So Badgers are going to get on this sideline. They're going to get underneath the 10. The offense is going to come back out here, and let's see what adjustments are going to be made from the sideline.
They're going to go for 2. Their kicker was injured last week. They have a freshman kicker in, but they're not going to kick right now. They're going to go for 2. They're going to back up into the shotgun formation. Send a man in motion. No running back in the formation. The quarterback wants to throw. He will get it to the end zone, and it's good. Nobody covered the man near the pylon, and it is 8-0. Malvern with 7:13 left here in the first quarter. Arkadelphia will get the ball back, but for the first time in a long time, they're going to be trailing in the ball game. So 8-0. Malvern in the lead, 7:13 left. First quarter action comes back your way next. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
The Board of Directors at South Central Electric Cooperative believes in the necessity of high-speed internet access in rural South Central Arkansas. South Central Connect was created to fulfill a need other internet providers were not able to provide in our area. South Central Connect, through our local cooperative, brings the necessity of internet service to your house, much like they did electricity in the 1930s. Sign up today at southcentralconnect.net or call 855-269-3429.
Cooper, I tell you what, that was a well-designed play. They put in an extra running back as a lead blocker, and then Clegg was able to make it around the right end and go all the way for the touchdown. Some nifty running near the end to get to the end zone. And they did a nice job of sealing off the edge against an outstanding Arkadelphia defense. Badgers are now set for the kick return. There's no tee being used, so they're going to slide it down this wet turf, and it is going to be retrieved. And now they're going to pitch it. And after the pitch, a big hit. Purifoy goes down at the 25, but he's okay. First down and 10 from the 25.
It looks like they wanted to get the ball to Purifoy right from the start there, so maybe a little bit of adjustments we'll see in this next time that we have a kickoff return. But, I mean, yeah, it was very interesting on the last time the Leopards had the ball and they scored a long touchdown. Yes, just like you were saying, they had an extra blocker in there, and so I'm interested right here to see what the offense did underneath the tent. Let's see what adjustments they made in this drive.
Badgers line up. Big defensive line they're working against, but it's a strong offensive line. And the run is a basic run right up the middle near the 30-yard line. Good gain on first down. I spot it right at the 30. That's a pickup of 5. Second down, 5 yards to go. Badgers going to hand it off, run right at him again, and it's harder this time, but there's going to be a pickup of a couple.
Looks like he was tackled by number 15 for the Leopards, Ben Rock. He's a senior, his senior night tonight. Obviously, he's a little juiced up, so this game is going to be a lot of fun.
From the 32, it's going to be third down and 4 yards to go. On 3rd and 4, running play, and it is close to a first down. I think he's going to have it. This is good second effort after contact and a first down for Arkadelphia.
And that's going to be huge in a very big physical game like this. You're going to want to get those extra yards after every single touch, and so the extra yards is what's going to win this football game for a Welch Funeral Home first down.
That was Purifoy. Now the Badgers want to throw it. They get it out to Purifoy again. He makes a good run after the catch, gets out to the 45, a gain of 6, second down and 4. Arkadelphia being methodical right now, but this is working.
And that's kind of what the Badgers want. They want to go fast. They want to get lined up. They want to get the Leopards off their toes a little bit.
Second down, 4 yards to go. McCoy at quarterback. Hands off, hitting the backfield, but escaping a tackle, and now a big run. Good run by Reed to the 40, to the 30-yard line, down at the 28-yard line. Reed got through a defender in the backfield and made a beautiful run. Arkadelphia, they're going to say a knee went down at the 29-yard line, but a big gain and a new opportunity for Arkadelphia to try to tie the score. 16-yard run. Back to pass. McCoy. He'll throw to the sideline. That's a completion. Good catch. A run after the catch near the 13-yard line. That's another first down.
And on that reception was Maddox Finley. We saw him play a little bit of quarterback last week. Obviously, his starting position is receiver, so it's really cool to see Maddox getting the ball there.
Excellent pass. Good bullish kind of run by Maddox after the catch. Arkadelphia the first down at the 13-yard line of Malvern. Very good drive. They're going to pitch it on the end around to Roberts. Roberts looking for a hole, but they're going to take his legs out from under him and a loss of 2 on the play.
And that was just good textbook tackling just by the Leopards right there, getting below the pad level, going for the legs, getting them down right there. So good job by the Leopards.
Would have gained a couple, I think, if he had cut it up the field. He wanted more and tried to go around the defender, but he was able to take out his legs, and it's a loss of 2. Second down, 12 yards to go. Arkadelphia at the 15-yard line of Malvern. McCoy back to pass. Under some pressure, he throws a completion with a nice catch, and a gain up to the 11-yard line is Reed. So that's a pickup of 4. Third down coming. Third down and 8 from the 11. The rain has let up to the point we've just got a bit of a mist out here. It's not bad at all after raining most of the day here in Malvern. Good field positions on new turf. Arkadelphia back to pass. Blitz is on. They'll throw a completion. That's Purifoy, and he is going to be close to a first down. He might be a yard short. He might be right on the first down marker. Let's see. And I think they're going to say it's a first down. Yes, first down and goal at the 3.
There you go, and that's a Welch Funeral Home first down, as it looks like the Leopards are kind of getting the big boys and the D-line back in.
They needed 8. They got exactly 8. You are right. The blockers are in the game right now, and they're going to pitch it. And coming wide is Reed. He's looking for space. He's got some. That is a touchdown, Arkadelphia.
It looks like that was actually Quintavian Morris right there on the touchdown, and so that was a great little pitch play right there, being able to get out there with his speed. I think that's why they gave him the ball, and so great athletic play by Quintavian right there.
Got some speed, got some size, did a good job of running and getting to the end zone. Now an extra point attempt, Seth, and we do have a pole that is kind of in our way. It's a break in the glass, kind of in our way, but we'll tell you if you're not sure if this is good or not. It is Arkadelphia's Seth Molinari. His kick is up, and of course, well, you knew before we said it. It's of course good. He always makes his extra points. Arkadelphia is still down by 1, but probably a good idea, Cooper, at this point. You don't chase points right now. You just make your extra points, 8 to 7.
Right. That's right. It's the first half. You're kind of getting your, no pun intended, your feet wet a little bit, and so obviously, yes, it's been raining a little bit, but kind of getting used to a very physical environment. Yes, you're down 1, but also you got a lot of football left in this game. You got a lot of drives to end and a lot of points to be scored on the offensive side. But also special teams need to be doing what special teams have been doing for the Badgers lately. I've been looking at Xavier Williams on here on the kickoff team. He is one of the first guys to get down there every single time to stop the ball. The ball usually lands around the 15-yard line, maybe left hash. Obviously, it changes from game to game of where they want the ball to be spotted. But I'm excited to see what special teams does tonight.
Clegg, who had the 77-yard touchdown run for Malvern, is in a spot where they would like to see him return this kick. That Arkadelphia drive was 10 plays, 74 yards, just textbook stuff for the touchdown. 8 to 7 Malvern here with 4:05 left in the first quarter.
I only see 10 guys on the field for the Leopards.
And I don't think their coaches have noticed, so they're going to kick off. Here is the Molinari kick. It is going to go to Clegg. Clegg's got a chance to return it from the 10. He drops it, and he falls down,
there
and Arkadelphia has – Arkadelphia couldn't pick it up. It slipped. That's a wet football. And first Clegg and then 2 Badgers tried to pick it up, but it rolled out of bounds at the 8-yard line. First down and 10 from the 8. Even though Malvern never collected the ball, they did touch it. So that's not out of bounds on the kicker. That's out of bounds on Malvern. And so it's a first down and 10. Nobody actually possessed the ball after the kickoff, but Malvern's Clegg did have his hands on it. So it is Malvern ball at the Malvern 8-yard line.
And I just said it. I was going to say special teams need to be making some special plays right there, and that was almost a really, really special play for the Badgers. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but the defensive line is in a very good position, backing them up into their own end zone.
3 players, Clegg from Malvern, and then 2 Badgers, had a really good chance to recover it, but nobody could get it. At a wet football, and it just slipped out of bounds. On first down from the 7-yard line, here is a running play, and that's going to get yardage up to the 10 and no further. Gain of 2. I said 7, really first down at the 8-yard line, so 2nd and 2 from the 10.
That was a great job by Wagner, really reading that offensive line, all down blocking, really. Him scraping over the top and the running back falling right into his arms. So great job by Wagner working from the very backside on the defense.
Bishop Allen is the quarterback, but the big gain for the touchdown was a 77-yard run by Clegg. Other than that, they really haven't had any plays that have gained very many yards. They're going to have 3 receivers top of your screen, 1 to the bottom of your screen. Clegg is the running back next to his quarterback, Allen. They're going to send a man in motion and pitch it to him, and he's going to get nothing. He's stopped again at the 10-yard line. On the carry that time was Lucy Jaime, who's a very good receiver. He had 7 catches last week against Nashville.
And it looks like Jacoby Campbell was the one to make the stop for the Badgers sitting there around the defensive tackle spot.
They're going to give him just past the 10. We'll call it the 11-yard line, and it will be 3rd down and a long 7. Important 3rd down for Malvern. They do not want to have to punt from this spot. All right, a little bit different formation. Now they're going to send a man in motion. They're going to roll to the right to throw the ball. Looking downfield, not anybody open. There's a tipped pass. Really excellent defensive play. That's Morris. Not a bad pass, I thought, but a great defensive play.
It was not a bad pass at all, and I was watching, and I was like, oh, and there's Morris. So great job by Morris. Almost had a tip drill right there, but great job by Morris being in the right place at the right time.
Wagner wants to return this kick. He had a good kick return earlier. Arkadelphia did not score at the end of that punt return, but they did score in the last possession. So it's 8-7 Malvern, but Arkadelphia is about to get the ball and should have good field position. We'll see if they want to try to go after the punter as he stands in his own end zone. It's a good snap. He will get the kick away. It's high. It's long. That's an excellent kick. Wagner watches it go over his head, and it's going to bounce down the field. What a great punt. It'll roll all the way to the Arkadelphia 32-yard line. What a fantastic punt.
That was a great punt, but obviously I think this game is going to come down to field positioning and just how many explosives you can get on this offensive side. Obviously, the defense will keep them back in their own end zone. We've seen that. Other than the one run, just if the Badgers can keep good field positioning and keep getting first downs, obviously I know it's a little given there, but they're going to win a lot of the big battles tonight.
57-yard punt and no return. But Arkadelphia has the ball at its own 32-yard line. They're going to give it to Roberts. Roberts cuts up the field. Tackle as he crosses the 35, and a flag goes down late. Let's see what that call is going to be. It came from the head official. Waiting for the official to make the call. It would have been a gain of about 6. Let's see what the call is going to be. Lots of discussion. It came after the play, but may have been something that occurred right at the end of the play. So let's see. Going to be against Arkadelphia. Against Arkadelphia, the call is a personal foul against Arkadelphia. I'm unsure where that call came from. I didn't see anything that looked like a personal foul on either team. It came at the end of the play. There must have been some kind of contact, Cooper, that we just didn't see, and maybe it came immediately after the play. At whatever rate, it's going to be a huge penalty. They'll mark it off all the way to the Arkadelphia 17-yard line. Major penalty all the way to the 17-yard line. First down and 25. McCoy at quarterback. Arkadelphia now is in a hole. They're going to have to find a way forward. Reverse play. They get it to Purifoy. He looks for an angle. He's got one. He's to the 20, 25, 30, to the 35, to the 40, and out of bounds. Really outstanding play by Jay Purifoy, and if it's not a first down, it's close. They're going to call it a first down. He had to get to the 42, and they're going to mark it. You know, they marked it at the 40. They're going to have to bring those chains back. That is not a first down. Well, they're going to mark it as a first down at the 40.
And it looks like the chains might have gotten a little confused. We hear a little bit of ruffling here on the home side, saying how it should be second down.
Well, it would be second and only 2.
That's right.
If they get this correct. Otherwise, it's 1st and 10 from the 40. It was such a long run, I'm sure people thought it was a first down, but you got to go 25, and he went 23. Now they're going to discuss it. I think they might move the chains. Well, 2nd and 2 is not that much of a hurdle. They are going to fix it.
Usually whenever the ref signals, though.
They're talking about it, so let's see. The officials are talking about it. I think they're going to move them. Oh, no.
Still got to go.
You got to put it at, there you go. There we go. So the first down was originally at the 32-yard line. They've got to make it to the 42. It's 2nd down and 2. They are going to get this right after a bit of discussion. Kind of ruins the pace of the game a little bit, but they eventually did get it right. It was a long run by Purifoy. Beautiful play. The 23 yards is not 25.
Beautifully designed as well, having Orion come around the left side with Jay, having him block. He had a beautiful block right there, just textbook. Got him those big yards right there.
All right, Arkadelphia on 2nd down and 2 from its own 40-yard line. Things look a bit different after that run by Purifoy. Here is a running play by Reed. He's hitting the backfield, but he'll break away. Well, this is the quarterback. What a great fake that was. But McCoy is knocked out short of the first down. I think they're going to spot this at about the 41, perhaps. 41, so it's 3rd down and 1 now.
That was really just a good read by McCoy. That's a little run read right there, reading that defensive end. The defensive end kind of chased Reed a little bit. McCoy coming off that left side, just textbook right there.
Really big play now. 3rd down and 1 for Arkadelphia at its own 41-yard line. They're going to send Roberts in motion. Delayed handoff. That's a first down. Here's Reed to the 45 to the 50-yard line. Good run by Kyle Reed, the senior, and it's a first down Arkadelphia.
Kyle Reed running as physical as possible always. So right there, causing a Welch Funeral Home first down.
Badgers line up very quickly. They want a quick play. They're going to get one. To the flat, it goes to Purifoy. He's up to the 45. He's to the 40-yard line, knocked down as he crosses the 37-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 37. Gain of 13, first down and 10.
And we're seeing some Badger pace going on right here as they are getting lined up, getting the chains lined up, and they are set.
Welch Funeral Home first down on that play. They'll try to get another one. But this time a running play by Reed, and he'll be knocked down at the line of scrimmage. They might even say it's a loss of a half of a yard. That time good penetration by Malvern. They've got a fine defensive line, and they've been able to make it in the backfield on occasion.
I have a feeling, I'm looking at the Leopards a little bit. Looks like they're getting a little tired with how fast the Badgers are going.
We're down to 1:11 left in the quarter. From the 37, Arkadelphia, a little slower this time. They look to the sideline, back to the shotgun. They're going to throw the ball into the flat. Here's Reed. After the catch, he'll make a little bit of yardage, knocked down at the 34-yard line. 3rd down coming. The Badgers still need 7. From the 34, it's 3rd down and 7, and I'd say 4-down territory for sure. Arkadelphia lines up. McCoy at quarterback, and flags go down. That might be against Arkadelphia. Both sides blaming the other, but I think Arkadelphia had a little bit of movement before the snap.
I think so too, and I heard the band kind of erupt right there, and some of our guys might have just flinched a little bit. So
that does make a difference. 3rd down and 12 now for Arkadelphia. Ball back to the 39-yard line of Malvern. Reed, Purifoy, Maddox, Roberts, all to the bottom of your screen. Back to pass, under pressure. McCoy will throw it deep down the sideline. He's got a wide open receiver, and that catch is made at the 15-yard line. Diving to catch it was Roberts. There was nobody near him, so he wasn't able to catch it, keep his feet, and score a touchdown. But it is a first down and a big, big play for Arkadelphia to the 15-yard line of Malvern.
And that is a Welch Funeral Home first down with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Looks like they might run this first quarter away.
1 second, and that is the end of the first quarter. So Malvern has the lead at the end of 1 quarter of play. It is the Leopards 8 and the Badgers 7. Arkadelphia, though, is threatening, and we'll see if they can score and take the lead when we come back. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands: Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 Exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
Well, because of the quarter change, we are farther away from the action, Cooper, but we can promise that if the Badgers score a touchdown, we'll get a more clear view of the extra point because there won't be anything in between us and where they're going to line up for that extra point. That was the case last time as we got some breaks in the glass here in front of us, but we have no complaints. A very nice press box here, and we're glad to be on the home side up high.
No complaints here at all. This is genuinely one of the nicest press box I've ever been in. So brand new, very, very nice. They said they kind of modeled it after Ouachita Baptist University, so it's kind of cool getting to see the university kind of being just the model of what high school wants to do.
Second quarter action. McCoy is the quarterback. Reed, the running back, will go in motion. And the Badgers, in an empty backfield, want to pass. McCoy rolls to his right, throws, and it is caught. Oh, what a catch. Beautiful catch. I was afraid that might be intercepted. The leopard that dove for it could not quite get there, and that's a catch by Wagner inside the 5, about the 4.5-yard line. And it is first down and goal. First down and goal. We're going to call it the 4. First down and goal from the 4. McCoy with Reed next to him. Wants to pass again. He'll throw. There's a crossing pattern incomplete. Just out of the reach of his intended receiver, Wagner. Second and goal.
Obviously, you get a little nervous kind of going on those sprint outs to the left or the right, but it's a little bit of a risky pass whenever you're kind of sprinting out, flooding to the right. So great job by Wagner right there.
This will be the 12th play of this drive. Arkadelphia overcame a major penalty, and they have driven just about the length of the field. Up the middle it goes. Reed pushing, trying to get to the end zone, and they're going to stop him at the 1-yard line. Nice job by Reed to get close, but Arkadelphia will send in this big, heavy unit now with a third down and goal coming from the 1-yard line. Third down and goal from the 1. Morris back in at running back. He's got a touchdown from the same formation earlier. Early second quarter action. Arkadelphia trying to take its first lead. Quarterback sneak. McCoy tries to get in. Let's see if he did. The officials have not signaled yet. The officials have still not signaled. Malvern says he did not get in. He's going to be just an inch or two short. Oh, he had a little lunge there that I thought might make it in, but not quite. So the ball's going to be spotted, I believe, inside the 1-yard line. And Arkadelphia will go for it on fourth down and goal. Fourth down and goal. Heavy set. Ball inside the 1. McCoy under center. He's going to give it to Morris, and Morris is in. He just walks in. Beautiful blocking off the left guard. And the Badgers are in the end zone and have the lead in the game.
And that is 2 touchdowns tonight for Morris. Great job by Morris. And just being able to be smart, and the first play didn't work, so give it to Morris, and great job.
Extra point attempt from Seth Malinari. Always very important and always on target. He is as consistent as anybody in high school football in this state, I would say. His kick is up. His kick is absolutely down central. And Arkadelphia has a lead now. It's the Badgers 14, the Leopards 8. 10:27 left before halftime. And Arkadelphia has scored the last 2 touchdowns and will send its defense back onto the field when we come back. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler says, "Go Badgers!"
Want to say thank you to Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler and all of our sponsors. Of course, it is Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler quarter. We had, of course, the Taylor King Law first quarter, In second quarter action now, and Arkadelphia has taken its first lead of the game at 14-8. Two scoring drives were long. The first scoring drive for Arkadelphia, 10 plays, 74 yards. This was 14 plays, 68 yards, but they actually covered 83 because after a major penalty, Arkadelphia found itself back at its own 17-yard line, but drove for a touchdown to take the lead. High kickoff. It's not going to be returnable, and it will go out of bounds. That was a close one, but it went out of bounds before it got to the goal line. It looked like Clegg didn't really mind after he fumbled the last kickoff return. He's got a great night going with that long touchdown run for Malvern, but almost handed some points to Arkadelphia when he fumbled the kickoff earlier.
I know, just it's a hard deal catching that ball in the air, so kind of worked out for them going down there at the 3-yard line. The ball will now be spotted probably around, I want to say the 35-yard line, so. Oh, it's right there. Obviously, it's right in front of my eyes. I just didn't see it. So the 35-yard line. So let's see what the defense of the Badgers do right here.
Malvern from its own 35-yard line, first down and 10. It is a light mist now. It's not raining as it was before the game or just pouring rain as it was earlier today in Malvern. And the turf is in good shape. There's a running play and another tackle for loss.
And that's Skylar McClure once again, second tackle for loss tonight. He is just a beast on the defensive line.
That carry was by Jabori Jacobs, backup running back who himself had a 51-yard touchdown run against Boxside. He's an outstanding back as well, but he was hit in the backfield and could not get back to the line of scrimmage. Arkadelphia majors in tackles for loss. And that was a sizable loss to the 30-yard line. Lost 5. Second and 15. They're going to roll to the right and look for a pass play. Allen under some pressure, wants to throw deep, and he does. That's well defended, though, and I think that's intercepted. If he stayed in bounds, the officials say, yes, interception by Arkadelphia on the deep pass.
And that was intercepted by number 13, Amari Ford. Great job by Amari, just positioning himself right in front of where that receiver was, and the ball was a little underthrown. Ford caught that ball in bounds. Went down with the ball as well, and just a huge turnover for the Badgers. And I know Coach Shucker has been talking about winning the turnover battle, winning the explosive battle, and it looks like right here we are going to be winning the turnover battle tonight.
Well, he went for the deep pass, but he threw it on the run, threw it deep. Ford gauged it all the way. The receiver tried to play some defense, but Ford made the catch and stayed in bounds. So Arkadelphia has the ball first and 10 at its own 37-yard line. Badgers are going to fake a reverse and throw the ball. They're going to throw deep. They go for a quick hit, trying to get the ball to Wagner. It is incomplete. And that's a close one. There's some contact there. The defender was not looking for the football. Wagner trying to get around him to get to the football, but there's no call. Second and 10. And that was a close one. Ball at the 37-yard line for Arkadelphia. Badgers come to the line. They need 10 for a first down. Trying to go for the big hit after the turnover. Almost worked, but not quite. They're going to send Reed out as a receiver. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Back to pass. Wagner gets it out to, he gets it out to Maddox. That was McCoy that got it out to Maddox, and he made a nice gain. I believe that's going to be a first down. It is.
And that is a Welch Funeral Home first down.
You know, when you got 3 receivers on one side, and those include Roberts, Purifoy, and Wagner, you just can't afford to ignore Maddox on the top of your screen because he made the catch and got a good gain after. First down, ball at the Arkadelphia 48-yard line. McCoy wants to throw it again. He'll get it to the sideline. There's a good catch on that side and a gain of 6, maybe 7 on the play. Reed on the catch.
Great job by Reed. Also great job on the last play. Maddox Finley on a great little dive play right there, getting that first down for the Badgers.
Pickup of 7. Second down, 3 yards to go. Arkadelphia in a groove right now offensively. Here is McCoy keeping the football. He's hitting the backfield to get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing else. They really looked for an open left side that time on the fake from the quarterback, but Malvern didn't quite fall for it, and there's no gain. So second down becomes third down and 3 yards to go from the 45-yard line of Malvern.
Looks like McCoy is really keeping an eye on the Leopards' defensive ends, watching them and reading this defense.
McCoy at quarterback, looks to the sideline. Kyle Reed, the senior, moves from his left to his right now. Now he moves back to the left. McCoy wants to throw it. He looks to his left, and he'll throw to his left. A completion, a gain up to the 39-yard line, and on the catch was Roberts.
The thing I love about Roberts is just how physical he is. He knows he's about to get hit by 3 different guys, and he's going to go down. Obviously, this was a Welch Funeral Home first down, but great job by O'Ryan.
First down and 10, Arkadelphia at the 38-yard line of Malvern. He's going to throw it across the middle of the field to Wagner. He's got him to the 20, to the 18-yard line, tackle there, but a good gain by Arkadelphia. They throw to the left, they throw to the right, that time right down the middle. Quick play. They line up at the 18-yard line. They'll throw to, the flags will stop the play. Goodness. Maybe somebody wasn't quite set. That's going to be the call.
What I really liked about that last play with Wagner catching, they had Wagner kind of motion back in. They stacked with the other receiver. It might have been, I want to say it was Jay Purifoy, and they kind of ran up, and I never played receiver, so pardon my language, so I don't really understand just most of it. But Wagner went in, and the Purifoy went out, really causing a lot of confusion for the defense.
Cooper, you've got speed. I'm surprised you never played receiver. Here's a deep pass looking for a touchdown. Reed can't quite reach it in the end zone, incomplete. Second down, 15 yards to go. Well, you were an all-state lineman. I guess it's okay they didn't put you at receiver.
Yeah, I need to stay on the defensive end, so that was my sweet home.
Second down, 15 yards to go for Arkadelphia. That was almost a touchdown. Good pass by McCoy, but just a little too long. Reed reached up with both hands and could not quite reach the ball. McCoy wants to throw again. He's under a bit of pressure. He wants to run, but they're going to tackle him back at the 26-yard line for a loss in the play, and it becomes third down and long now from back on the 26. Now mark at the 25. Loss of only 2, but still makes it third down and 17 after the penalty, an incompletion, and then a sack.
You know, I think it's been really since the pre-conference plays that we've seen a play kind of like that with McCoy getting tackled nearly in the backfield. So that just speaks testament to this offense.
Arkadelphia leads it, but only by 6. They want points on this drive, but it's third down and very long. McCoy wants to throw across the middle, wide open. That is Purifoy to the 10, to the 5. That's a touchdown, Arkadelphia. Jay Purifoy on the score. What a beautiful throw, catch, and then run after the catch.
Purifoy kind of gave a stiff arm right there, kind of getting into the end zone, causing him some distance between him and the defender. So great job by Purifoy.
McCoy, the sophomore quarterback, has just grown and grown into an outstanding quarterback through this season. Seth Molinari's kick is up, and it is, as it always is, it is good. Arkadelphia 21 and Malvern 8, 7:05 left. We are in the second quarter tonight here in Malvern in this big football game between two ancient rivals. We'll be back for more of the second quarter action. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Well, Malvern opened up the scoring tonight with a 77-yard touchdown run by Clegg, and he is deep to receive this kickoff for Malvern. But Arkadelphia has scored 3 times since then. A 10-play, 74-yard drive. Arkadelphia got the extra point, 8-7 Malvern. And then a 14-play, 68-yard drive, and it was 14-8 Arkadelphia. And now the latest score was a 10-play, 63-yard drive. These are 3 impressive drives for Arkadelphia to have the lead. Clegg returning it from his own 4-yard line. He's got speed. He's up to the 20, and he might go. Molinari is not going to bring him down, and Clegg is having a big night for the Malvern Leopards. A 77-yard touchdown run, and then a kick return all the way to the end zone. Clegg with the touchdown, and it's a tight game again here in Malvern.
Yeah, Clegg has had a good night tonight, although he dropped the ball earlier. He's had 2 big runs tonight, some of the biggest runs I've probably ever seen. So good job by Clegg, but usually the cover down's a little bit better than that for the Badgers, but sometimes you find just open spaces and they attack.
They're going to go for 2 again. Remember, their kicker was injured and is not going to play tonight, was injured last week. They have a freshman kicker, but right now they are going to go for 2 unless they just stop play to change their mind. I think they're going to call a timeout.
They had 9 guys on the field. They were missing 2.
They needed some more guys on the field. There were a little confusion about going for 1 or going for 2, so they had to use a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout for the rest of the half. And they do have time to get the right lineup in. I think they are going to go for 2. It is Arkadelphia 21 and Malvern 14 right now. They're going to go for 2 to try to once again pull it to a 5-point deficit. The freshman kicker that's in, by the way, looked pretty good in warm-ups. Only a freshman, though. Instead of putting pressure on him in this game, they're going to go for 2. It would appear every time. Clegg is in the game at running back. Malvern lines up to go for 2. They were able to convert this on a pass after the first touchdown. Arkadelphia lines up defensively. They're going to throw a quick pass over the middle, and nobody covered it. It is wide open. They've run 2 really well-rehearsed 2-point conversion plays, and they've made both of them. So the score is Arkadelphia 21, Malvern 16, behind the legs of one Mr. Tavion Clegg. And it is Arkadelphia in the lead and about to get the ball back, but this is the close game that many of us thought it might be, as Malvern has come back with a touchdown here with 6:51 left before halftime. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the word Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia, your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803. Whether you realize it or not,
Arkadelphia has an opportunity now for a kickoff return. Touchdown on a kickoff return by Clegg moments ago, and a 2-point conversion has made this game close again. And there is a bouncing ball. It's going sideways. Arkadelphia will fall on it. That was an effective short kick, but Morris fell on it, and Arkadelphia has the ball. Arkadelphia 21, Malvern 16. Arkadelphia really had dominated the game since that opening touchdown by Clegg, and then the kickoff return, and it's a ball game again. Malvern, I think, has some renewed enthusiasm at this point.
I think so as well, and you really just take 2 plays away from Malvern, and it's 21-0, and I mean, obviously you got to take away these mistakes that the Badgers have produced, and the offense right here has got to get some big explosives and a touchdown here as well, as we are nearing towards the end of the first half.
Arkadelphia at its own 39-yard line will hand off. Up the middle it goes. That's a short gain, but a gain of about 3 for Reed on first down. Second down, 7 coming up for the Badgers from the 42-yard line. Arkadelphia has had 3 long touchdown drives, and they're going to try to pile on a 61-yard drive here to reestablish that 2-possession lead they had moments ago. In motion comes Wagner. Now they're going to reset the offense. They look to the sideline to get the play, and they have it. In motion comes Wagner, and the snap, and flag goes down. I think the official may at least have decided they had 2 guys in motion. Illegal shift, I believe. Just some confusion from before the snap that time. And they'll back them up by 5. They'll set the ball at the 37-yard line, and from there, second down and 12. Badgers had a few penalties tonight. They've been able to overcome those. They'll have to do it again. From the 37, first down, second down, and 12 yards to go for Arkadelphia. Malvern showing that they would like to blitz the quarterback, but ball hasn't been snapped yet. Now that linebacker is going to back up again. Let's see if he comes after McCoy. They want to throw it. Pass, completion, good run after the catch by Maddox and a first down. That's an excellent run. Maddox is a dangerous receiver, only a junior for Arkadelphia.
Maddox Finley he is a beast on the field, just being able to catch those balls and get a Welch-Strunenholm first down for the Badgers.
From the 49 of Malvern, first down 10, Arkadelphia. And the Badgers want to run, but hit in the backfield. The blitz got to the running back that time, and a loss on the play.
You know, we've seen the Badgers make a lot of mistakes that they don't usually make. And, I mean, they're going to get it fixed on the sideline, and I'm just excited to really see what they do for the rest of this game with the leadership that these seniors are going to bring onto this field.
Defensive end Brandon Jackson got in there unblocked that time and made the hit. Back to pass, McCoy. He throws deep down the middle of the field. That's caught, and that might go. That's Purifoy to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Arkadelphia Badgers. Oh, my goodness. What an offense.
So it goes Morris, Purifoy. So great job by the Badgers on the offense, the running backs, the receivers. So it's just so special to have a whole bunch of different weapons, and I know we talk about it with Coach Shucker every Monday, just having so many weapons on this offensive side to be able to get these points on the board.
Molinari on for the extra point attempt. That kick is up, and that kick is good. And Arkadelphia has extended its lead again. It's Arkadelphia 28, Malvern 16, 5:04 left now in the second quarter. Very exciting game here in Malvern tonight. Come back and join us. We'll be right back. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
You belong at Patterson Federal Credit Union. No matter your financial needs, Patterson has products to help. We offer all types of accounts, loans, certificates, and financial counseling. Patterson is also a strong supporter of the Arkadelphia School District. We provide food for students in need, have donated funds for additional security measures, and can always be counted on when a need arises for students and staff. Serving Clark County for over 67 years, we pride ourselves on providing the highest quality service to our members and our community. Join us soon. You belong here.
Arkadelphia 28 and Malvern 16, 5:04 left to play in the second quarter. That was a 52-yard pass play across the middle from McCoy to Purifoy. Purifoy made a nice run to avoid the tackler trailing him. And just as Arkadelphia scored and regained a two-possession lead, the rain has come pouring down all of a sudden.
It looks like it's coming in sideways as the wind is kind of overtaking it and blowing it into where the ball is going to be.
Here's the kickoff. Let's see where he wants to put this kickoff after the kickoff return for a touchdown on the last kickoff. It's going to be high and short this time to the right side, and it is caught at the 15. Returned up to the 20, to the 25-yard line. A good block there, but that is no room after the 25-yard line for Jacobs. Better coverage that time, and 75 yards away, Malvern will take over the possession.
Way better coverage, and it looks like the defense is coming on with a lot of energy as where the ball was spotted at the 35 last possession. It is now around the 25-yard line. Thank you, Chris Babb.
Back of the football just touching the 25, so we'll say first down and 10 from there. They're 75 yards away, but Arkadelphia's defense looking to add a few more tackles for loss. They have been tough against the run, except for that 177-yard touchdown run by Clegg, and the other touchdown was Clegg's kickoff return for a touchdown. Otherwise, Arkadelphia played very well. Here is a run up the middle, and there's a nice run again by Clegg. He makes a good run for a first down up the middle, bouncing around off tacklers until finally he's brought down after a gain up to the 38-yard line for a pickup of 13.
This defense has just got to play sound right here, just being able to read your keys. The defensive tackle is not letting any penetration happen by the running backs. And let's see what Nykeeson does right here, number 56 on the left.
The rain is not really heavy, but it's steady now. Running play up the middle looking for room, and there's not any this time. The Arkadelphia defense converges. Gang tackling is the key to this defense, always has been, and it's been a key all season long. Arkadelphia is able to stop that run with Xavier Williams, and several helpers. No gain, 2nd down and 10. Williams is having quite a season. You could say that about just about everybody on that defense, maybe especially the defensive line. Here is a pass into the flat, but Arkadelphia seems to be all over it. Now good cut and a little bit of room down the sideline. He'll run out of bounds near the 50-yard line. Arkadelphia, I thought, was going to tackle him for a loss. Instead, it's a 1st down.
With 3 minutes left in the first half, you just really got to play hard right here. This is where you're about to get a break. You got to go all gas all the way down. So let's see what the Badgers do right here.
Really great cut to reverse field and pick up 13 for the 1st down. From the Arkadelphia 49-yard line, here is a deep pass. It is going to go out of bounds. I think that slipped a bit. Maybe the rain had an effect on that pass because it sailed out of bounds. 2nd and 10 from the Arkadelphia 49 for the Leopards. He's a good quarterback, Bishop Allen, but that got away from him, and nobody, receiver or defender, had a chance to catch it in bounds.
It looks like they're going to go with their double running back offense right here.
Yeah, this may be a run to the right side, and it is, and it's Clegg. He looks for a place to go and is going to lose a yard. 3rd down and long coming, maybe more than a yard.
And he was tackled by Malachi Hamilton. We've heard him throughout several different games, so great job by Hamilton.
Back to the 48-yard line of Malvern, a loss of 3. 3rd down and 13 yards to go. On 3rd and 13, Malvern needs a big play. Arkadelphia wants a big defensive play, force a punt right here. Arkadelphia did not jump off sides. He was not in the neutral zone. He gets back in position. No flag down.
He was close, but not quite over.
He did not hit an offensive tackle there. He's wide of the tackle. Back to pass. They're going to look for a long pass. They're going to fire it down the middle, and that is well over the intended receiver. Well over the intended receiver. Well defended by Wagner.
It seems like the fans are not too – I think they want a pass interference call. Obviously, there was not a call there, and – really, the ball wasn't catchable from where the receiver and the ball kind of were. So
yeah, you're right. It looked like it was too long from the moment that he let go of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, in fact, Wagner, I don't think grabbed the receiver. I think he just kind of got in his way a little bit. But it is a good no call. So it's 4th down and a punting situation. Arkadelphia makes a move to the punt, but he gets the kick away, and a fair catch has been called by Wagner. This is excellent punting tonight from Malvern in this weather. Wagner, good job, though, of the fair catch, and that will put Arkadelphia at its own 13-yard line to start its next drive. Badgers have a long way to go, but I tell you what, this has been a Badger offense that has driven for long touchdown drives all night tonight. Arkadelphia, 4 first-half touchdowns, all of them on long drives.
And we'll get to see something that the Badgers don't usually get to do. I know we're kind of sitting at 3 minutes, but I think the Badgers might want to run a little bit of their little 2-minute offensive scenario, kind of get down the field but also conserve enough clock to where you can still score. So I'm expecting to see some runs.
Last drive was 5 plays and 61 yards, keyed by that long touchdown pass to Purifoy. Purifoy gets it on a handoff this time. Up the middle, he's got 5. He's got 9, close to 10.
And the clock is going to remain running right there.
Purifoy is slow in getting up, and the clock is going to stop at 2:52. And I believe they have marked this as a 1st down. Purifoy is slow in getting up, and we're going to have maybe a break in the action here. And as we have a break, we're going to take a break also. It's either 2nd and extremely short or 1st and 10. I don't think the officials have quite decided yet. They might have to measure it. Purifoy is going to come off the field, going to be a timeout as both sides are going to go to the sideline, and we will take a break. 2:52 left, first half, Arkadelphia 28, Malvern 16. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
R&T Dixon's Exxon stores are proud to sponsor this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Locally owned and operated by Randy and Tanya Dixon, we welcome you to visit one of our Arkadelphia locations, located at each I-30 exit, or our new Tiger Mart store, located on 10th and Pine in Arkadelphia. R&T Dixon's Exxon stores say, "Go Badgers."
Go Badgers is right. First down from the 13, pass play, and it is in. No, did he catch it? I think he caught that. Beautiful play. Thrown only where the receiver Maddox could catch it, and he made the catch even though the Malvern player thought, I think he believed he was going to catch that and score a touchdown as an interception, but he couldn't quite get there, and Finley did. Ball's up to the 30-yard line. Purefoy run was to the 23 for a first down. It's second down and 3. Back to pass McCoy. That ball is batted at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete.
Looks like that was tipped by one of the defensive linemen, as looks like some of the Leopards think that the ball, it is still fair, but it was tipped by one of the defensive linemen. So just keeping the hands high, as an old offensive lineman kind of saying is, kind of just keeping them up and being able to run around that.
After the incompletion, it is third down and 3, and a pass play into the flat. Ball is incomplete. Just got to Roberts on the shoulder pad as he tried to catch it and falls incomplete. Fourth down, 3 yards to go for the Badgers. Ball at the 30. One would expect a punt from your own 30-yard line with a lead of 12 points. Would have been a first down, I think, if he had caught it, but it was on his back shoulder, and it got to the shoulder pad and bounced away. He is going to kick it. Kick is a good shot down the field. No one deep to receive it, so it's going to be allowed to roll inside the 20. This is a good punt all the way down to the 16-yard line. First down and 10, Malvern at that spot. They've got 2:21 left before halftime. We'll come back for this concluding action of the second quarter. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
At Ludwig's Bakery, it's a family affair. It always has been, dating back to 1920 in the original Ludwig's Bakery in South Dakota. Well, we're here in Arkadelphia now in our new location downtown right off of Caddo Street. Come visit us and enjoy our authentic, freshly baked German fare. For us, it's nostalgic and a source of pride, and we want to share it with you.
Kommen Sie uns morgen früh besuchen.
That's come visit us tomorrow morning, and we can get your weekend off to a great start. Ludwig's Bakery.
Malvern set on first down and 10 at its own 16-yard line. They would like to hand it off to the right side. Not much room there at all, though. It's going to be second down and long, maybe a gain of 1. I think we're going to see a timeout call. Let's see. Timeout has been called. Arkadelphia will stop the clock. Badgers want to get the ball back. 2:13 left before halftime, and we're going to take a break. It's Arkadelphia 28 and Malvern 16. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Thank you, Chad Kesterson, Shelter Insurance. Thank you to all of our sponsors. You are supporting the Arkadelphia Badgers football program, the Arkadelphia High School in general, Arkadelphia Public Schools, the town of Arkadelphia. This is so important to have such great sponsors. We thank you very much. On second down and long, screen pass. Out to the flat it goes. Here's a break to the middle of the field. Not a lot of room, though. It gets crowded in there. There is a gain up across the 20, but it's short of a first down. Third down coming for Malvern. And Arkadelphia is going to call another timeout. The Badgers really expect to hold Malvern on this play. We'll keep it right here and talk about it, Cooper, because if the Badgers can keep Malvern from picking up about 4.5 yards, they're going to get the ball back with still 2:03 left, at least right now.
That's right, and that's a lot of time to score the football with the 2-minute drill, getting out of bounds, kind of keeping the clock going, or stopping is what I mean. But this is huge for the Badgers, getting a stop right here on third down and 5, and this will be huge. It's probably going to be a pass play, so just being aware, getting the right personnel in for the Badgers to be able to get a big stop to kind of end this first half for the Leopards and the Badgers.
Leopards also have a chance to talk about what they would like to do on this play. Perhaps give it back to Clegg and see if he can get this about 4.5, 5 yards they've got to have. On the other hand, they could throw it. This is a good throwing quarterback, although he's had a little bit of trouble getting completions tonight against this Arkadelphia defense. Does have one interception. Allen is still a quarterback who could throw the ball. Of course, an incomplete pass would just help Arkadelphia to stop the clock again. Badgers line up defensively. Clegg in the backfield with Allen. Badgers refuse to jump off sides. Now they'll look to the sideline again, and the Badgers line up their defense against this Malvern offense. Very important third down, at least for the Leopards here. They want to throw it. A little bit of pressure on the quarterback, and he's hit and brought down, and the ball is loose. Doesn't really matter who recovers it in terms of stopping this drive, but it would be great field position if Arkadelphia recovered, but instead I believe Malvern's going to keep it and have an opportunity to punt the ball. They recovered it back at their own 18-yard line.
Huge sack for the Badgers, and guess who it was? Skylar McClure. So great job by Skylar. He's had 2 tackles for loss tonight, but now a sack to kind of end off this first little half of play for the defense. So great job by Skylar and the Badgers.
Fourth down, 18, or at the 18-yard line, I'm sorry, fourth down, 8 yards to go for Malvern. We think they're going to put some seconds back on it. Okay, so they're going to move it. Right now they've moved it to 1:55 left. Let's see if that changes.
1:59.
Trying to get word to our buddies in the press box next to us. And it is now at 1:59. Thank you, Chris Babb, for helping with the assist there on the press box. Back to 1:59 at the 18-yard line. It is fourth down and 8, and they are going to punt. Now, they have done a great job of punting tonight, but Wagner would love to return this kick. 57-yarder earlier in the game. Arkadelphia might just go after it, though. Let's see. Now they're going to get the kick away, a lower kick, shorter kick this time. It's going to be allowed to bounce, and Malvern believes that they have the possession. Did it touch a Badger or not? Did it touch a Badger or not? I could not tell that it did, but the officials are talking about it. They're at least considering that possibility. Did it touch a Badger? No. Arkadelphia has the possession. Ball at the 45. Now, it came close, but Wagner was tracking the ball, and he didn't attempt to fall on it, so I think he saw that it didn't touch a Badger. So from the 45-yard line, first down and 10, Arkadelphia. The Badgers have time, Cooper, with 1:50 left to get down the field.
They do. They got to catch this ball, get out of bounds, get the first down, but obviously go score a touchdown as quick as possible. This is the 2-minute drill. There's no timeouts.
At its own 45-yard line, Arkadelphia on first down will roll to the right. McCoy will throw to the sideline. There's a good catch. Big hit on the sideline, but holding on to the ball and going out of bounds with the catch is Wagner. What a good job by Wagner as he was hit hard, but held on, and it's a first down. Arkadelphia moves it to the 43-yard line of Malvern from the 43. Gain of 12 on that play. Still 1:45 left. All kinds of time for the Badgers. Back to pass McCoy. 3-man rush. They're on him, though, and he's going to have to sprint to his left to get away. Still wants to throw, and he'll throw it out of bounds. That's a good play. Threw it downfield and out of bounds, so no penalty. Man in the area. Second down, 10 yards to go. Still at the 43-yard line. Only a 3-man rush, but they got back there quickly enough to force McCoy to run to his left, and he couldn't find a receiver to get it to, so he did the right thing of just living for another play. Second down, 10 yards to go. Still 1:36 left. Now, Arkadelphia has run out of timeouts, but the Badgers have a lot of time left here with the passing game that they have. Here's McCoy back to pass. He wants to throw long. He will throw an incomplete pass. He did not have an open receiver in Purifoy that time at the 25, so he just threw it over him. And that, again, is not going to be a grounding call because he threw it downfield over his intended receiver. Third down and 10. Badgers have one more shot from the 43 to at least pick up a first down before reaching fourth. 4 receivers, top of your screen. Wagner is the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Almost said Colt McCoy. Bryson McCoy is your quarterback. He'll throw it to the sideline. That's a completion to Wagner. Wagner fighting for a first down. He's going to be a little bit short. They're going to drive him out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Purifoy on the catch. From the 36-yard line, that was a gain of 7, so it's fourth down and 3. Badgers going to go for it. 1:24 left. Still lots of time, but they need a first down on this play. 4th down, and they need 3.
Plenty of time, but also plenty of weapons to get this ball distributed to. You have Reed at running back. Obviously, he can probably get a couple yards, but you got plenty of weapons to use.
At the 36, got to make it to the 33, and it's going to be a pitch and a run and a pass deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Was that a fair hit? Oh, they're going to call it an incomplete pass. I thought perhaps the defender hit the receiver before the ball got there, but that is not going to be the call. That is not going to be the call. Wagner was the receiver. He was hit hard, I thought, just before the ball got there, but the official said, no, they got there at the same time. So it's incomplete, and Malvern has the ball back. Very close.
That was a very close call indeed, but now the defense has got to step up, keeping the board at 28-16. Obviously, the Badgers want a turnover right here, but we're about to see what's about to happen with 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the clock.
I don't think Malvern is going to sit on the ball here and go to halftime. They want to score now that they have stopped the Badgers. 1st down and 10, Malvern at its own 36-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll fake it to Clegg and throw it deep. Looking for a receiver and not finding him is the quarterback, Allen. His deep passes have not really been close tonight. 2nd and 10. Clock stops, though. It's still 1:12 left. A lot of time left here in this first half. So on 2nd and 10, after they faked it to Clegg and threw the ball, let's see if this time they'll try to get it to Clegg, maybe throw him a little screen or something. He has been all of the offense tonight. He scored both touchdowns, kickoff return, and a 77-yard run. This time they're going to give it to Jacobs, and he's going to have very little room, maybe a gain of 1. Let's see if they try to throw it deep on 3rd down. Clock's going to run under 1 minute. It's a gain of only 2. 3rd down and 8. Well, I tell you what, if you make them at least punt again, you could go after the punt, try to block it. A lot of opportunities left for Arkadelphia if they can keep Malvern from making a 1st down on 3rd down and 8. Malvern, on the other hand, is going to use up a lot of clock here. 9 seconds left on the play clock, down to 33 seconds left in the first half. 2 running backs, each side of the quarterback. They're going to fake a run. They're going to throw the deep pass again, and this time it is, did he catch it? It is a catch. It is a catch, and a flag's down. I think that was pass interference, but the catch was made at the Arkadelphia 39-yard line. That was a beautiful catch. I didn't think there was a chance either one would catch it when the ball was in the air, but a really nice job of making that catch. And so from the 39 of Arkadelphia, it's 1st down and 10 Malvern. The Leopards trying to get back on the board, make this a close game before halftime. It's 28-16 right now. Allen might go back to the air. Arkadelphia lines up defensively. 1st down and 10 Malvern, 23 seconds left. Malvern has 1 timeout left. And now we have seen the clock start on the snap. And here's the snap. They're going to throw it to Clegg. Clegg in the open field trying to make a move. He will move to the 35, drag down at the Arkadelphia 33-yard line. Tackled from behind. And from the 33, Malvern's going to call the last timeout that either team has left here in the first half. With 12 seconds left, when we come back, Malvern will have 2nd down and 4 from the Arkadelphia 33-yard line. And we're going to see an exciting play when we come back. I'll promise you that. We'll see who it favors. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
The Law Offices of Gina White is a proud supporter of the Arkadelphia Badgers. Need help in divorce and custody litigation, insurance defense, contract disputes, product liability, or other general litigation needs? Contact the Law Offices of Gina White at 870-246-6796 to see how they can help you. Located at 406 Clay Street in Arkadelphia. The Law Offices of Gina White says, Go Badgers.
Arkadelphia's defense is on the field. Here comes Malvern. All the timeouts have been used here in the first half. Malvern needs on 2nd and 4 to get some yardage, and they want to try, well, a quarterback keeper. Now he's going to throw the ball, and he'll get it downfield, and catching it and running out of bounds with 8 seconds left is the receiver. On the catch was Kalen Cooper. Got the ball to the Arkadelphia 25-yard line.
You can tell the Leopards are pretty ready for this little 2-minute offense that they are doing, getting the ball, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock, and there's no timeouts left, so that's why they got out of bounds. Now they have time for probably one more play.
From this spot, he'll definitely be able to get it to the end zone, but Arkadelphia's defense is trying to get to him first. Badgers are chasing Allen. Allen to the left side or right side will throw it. He throws a short pass, 1 second left, and that was an incompletion. 1 second left, and it's 2nd and 10. So now you got to throw it to the end zone and just see what happens.
That's right. You got to protect the end zone. The Badgers got to be smart here. No penalties. Don't make them redo a play. And so this will be big. It looks like they're subbing out a defensive lineman to put out another defensive back.
That is exactly what the Badgers have done. Still 10 seconds on the play clock, and Malvern now will line up. This is their last shot for a first-half touchdown to make this a closer game. Arkadelphia leads by 12. Back to pass. In the pocket. He fires it. That'll make it to the end zone. Arkadelphia waiting on it. That ball is intercepted in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Now a Malvern player wrestled away from the Arkadelphia player, but it was too late. That ball was intercepted in the end zone, and Arkadelphia holds a 28-16 lead here at halftime. So Arkadelphia defends the entire field with the interception in the end zone at the end of the game. I'm sorry, at the end of the half. Seems like the end of the game. It's been an emotional first half. Both teams playing very, very hard. Time is out. The two teams have not left the field yet, but now Arkadelphia is making that move because we are officially done. This is the end of the first half. What a first half it was. Arkadelphia 28, Malvern 16. We've got a very exciting halftime coming to you tonight. We hope that you'll stay tuned. We'll be talking about that big fancy belt that these two teams are fighting to gain possession of tonight. We'll be talking about that when we come back. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
The law offices of Gina White is a proud supporter of the Arkadelphia Badgers. Need help in divorce and custody litigation, insurance defense, contract disputes, product liability, or other general litigation needs? Contact the law offices of Gina White at 870-246-6796 to see how they can help you. Located at 406 Clay Street in Arkadelphia. The law offices of Gina White says, "Go Badgers."
With over 25 years of experience in the financial services industry, Bell Wealth Services believes in a face-to-face business model. Blake is a third-generation AHS grad and a lifelong Badger supporter. Value can mean different things for different situations. Bell Wealth Services aims to add value in any financial situation. Contact Bell Wealth Services at 870-464-1167 or at 408 Court Street. Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated, FINRA SIPC.
Hey, this is Pastor Rick Mays at Trinity Temple Assembly of God, extending an invitation to you and your family to join us for a weekend experience. Come join us in worship. Come join us for some great teaching and preaching. We have kids' church, we have nursery, everything's available for all ages of the family. So this weekend, come join us, or any weekend, come join us on Sundays. You can see us at ttag.church. Join us online if you can't come in person. So God bless and go Badgers.
Welcome to the Southern Bancorp halftime show. Chris Babb joined by a couple of people this halftime. First, we will hear from Steve Root, president of Arkansas State University Three Rivers, the sponsor of the Ouachita River Rumble. The team's playing for the championship belt that really kind of took a life of its own, and I would guess that back in 2017, when you envisioned this is exactly what you had in mind.
Absolutely. This is what we had hoped for all along, a game where you've got two undefeated folks in conference and playing for playoff spots and rankings and all that sort of stuff. And we kind of knew, we had hoped that it would be what it is today. So
28-16 at halftime, the Southern Bancorp halftime show. We'll have Steve with us, and then we'll hear from Eric Taylor, the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. the high school beat writer and the Great American Conference beat writer. Steve, let's talk about ASU Three Rivers.
Yes.
Obviously, Arkadelphia and Malvern are in your bread and butter. They're
Absolutely.
right in your recruitment zone, and I know that that's one reason you wanted to get involved in this game.
Exactly. They're two of our bigger high school districts in our service area. And our service area is Hot Spring, Clark, Grant, Dallas, and Saline counties. And that's our primary service area. So we're proud to serve Arkadelphia and Gurdon and Malvern and all in between.
All in between and beyond. We're going to get, once we can get Coleman back in here, we're going to get this championship belt on camera.
Okay.
But tell us if anybody is looking for a place to go, ASU Three Rivers, what are some of the things you offer? I know that the last couple of years that have added some athletic teams as well.
We have. We added baseball and softball last year, and this is our first season in conference play. When you're first starting out, you have to sit out of conference play the first year. But baseball is doing well. We believe that we'll have enough players for softball in the spring, and looking forward to it. It's really added something on our campus that we didn't have. It gives those students who wouldn't necessarily have thought of ASU Three Rivers as a first choice because they can come and play baseball and softball. I've just been amazed at the number of kids in our area that just want to play 2 more years, and that's what we offer.
2-year degree. What are some of the degrees that you've seen an increase in, or maybe some of the most popular areas, or if someone's looking?
Most of our baseball and softball players want to transfer. They want to have that 4-year experience. So we've seen an increase in those who are taking our transfer degree, our Associate of Arts and our Associate of Science. But half of our student body is also in our technical programs, our Associate Applied Science and welding and mechatronics. And then probably our biggest programs are nursing program. We have 200 nursing students on our campus. We have 2 cohorts of LPNs and RNs start every year. And one of the big things that we've got going on this year, we received $8 million from Senator Bozeman. So we are now adding on to our nursing building. We're adding 25,000 square feet to our nursing building. So we have a huge construction project going on campus right now.
It's not a small amount of money.
That is not. And it was very exciting, and we were really appreciative that Senator Bozeman thought enough of us but we needed the room. We had 200 students in 11,000 square feet.
Wow.
And they were shoulder to shoulder.
And if someone's interested in ASU Three Rivers, where can they? What's the website, or what number can they call, or what's the process to get that going?
Website is asutr.edu, and from the very front of the home page, you can apply for admission. You can apply for financial aid. Take a look at our degree programs, what we offer as far as those things will help students stay in. We can get them in, and then we want to keep them in. So,
well, thanks to ASU Three Rivers President Steve Ruitt. We're going to get a shot of the belt. Now, Cooper's a big guy, and that's how big that belt is. Yeah.
And you need to take some credit, Chris, because you were in on the very beginning of those meetings, and we talked about it, and you were in on the ground floor. So we appreciate all your support and help.
It was a lot of fun. It's neat for the players, and on this end of the press box, they're hoping the another silver bar will say Arkadelphia. On the other end of the press box, they're hoping it'll say Malvern.
Well, there are 7 bars that have names on them, and 6 of them say Arkadelphia.
It's been a good belt.
There's only one that says Malvern.
That's right. It was. I do remember that game. It's easy to remember when it's only one.
That's
Steve,
right. Chris,
Steve, thanks for coming by.
Thank you for the
time. Appreciate it. All right, we'll be back after this. We'll bring in Eric Taylor, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. You're watching Arkadelphia Badger football, the Southern Bancorp halftime show. We'll be back after this timeout. Thanks for tuning in. Arkadelphia leads 28-16. We'll be back after this timeout.
Located at 214 North 25th Street in Arkadelphia, Providence Veterinary Care is a full-service clinic offering complete medical care for your pets, including preventative care, routine surgery, and in-house diagnostics. Our staff at Providence Veterinary Care is filled with passionate animal lovers who are highly trained and dedicated to making sure that your pets receive care and compassion every time they walk in the door. Visit us or give us a call at 870-464-1305. Providence Veterinary Care. Compassionate care, modern medicine.
Chicken Express is a proud supporter of not just the Badgers, but all things Arkadelphia, from elementary to college, and from community activities to church groups. Chicken Express is always willing to support and assist the people in our town. The next time you visit Chicken Express, Thank them for their involvement in our community, and definitely don't leave without getting a cup of that Chicken Eat sweet tea. Located right off exit 73, stop by Chicken Express for your next meal.
At the Sexton Law Firm, we have experience handling insurance dispute cases and we're well equipped to handle the tactics used by insurance companies to avoid honoring valid claims. The Sexton Law Firm is dedicated to helping individuals fight for the relief they deserve. We work hard to ensure your rights are protected and your case is handled with the respect and care you deserve. The next time you need help battling an insurance company, contact an attorney with the Sexton Firm. Drop by and see us at 107 North 26th Street or give us a call at 870-345-4123.
Welcome back to the Southern Bancorp Halftime Show. Chris Babb with Eric Taylor, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, the high school beat writer, also the beat writer for the Great American Conference. Rex Nelson calls him the busiest man at the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Eric, thanks for joining us. When I called today, found out the Arkadelphia High School Badger Pride Marching Band was not going to be able to come and perform. I was like, well, we got some time we got to fill. So I called Eric. I said, what game you going to tonight? He said, I'm headed to Malvern. I said, awesome. You're headed to us during halftime. So I appreciate you taking time out to come. Boy, what a back and forth first half with some it was the big play. I mean, that was a big play first half, and except for the one drive Arkadelphia had, everything came from the big play.
I'm not surprised at all about what I've seen, especially this first half with two rivals like this going back and forth. Like you said, big plays. Clegg with a 77-yard touchdown run, then he runs a kickoff back, and McCoy with two 25-plus yard touchdown passes to Purifoy. Just back and forth, man, but you wouldn't expect anything less from two teams like this.
Right, playing for a conference championship, obviously, both of these two teams. Let's talk about high school football. It is week 10. I saw you 8 weeks, I don't remember, it's the beginning of the season. It seems like every time you get to this part of the season, it feels like it has just gone by so fast. Now, you might not feel the same way because the hours drag on and all of your work, but it just seems like the high school football season just flies by, and here we are ready for playoffs.
Man, we wait so long for it to actually get here, going through that lull from spring, summer, and then once it's here, like you said, it just flies by. I mean, we're already at week 10, playoffs starting next week, and it's just like wild to even think about how fast it's gone. But it's been a great season, though, honestly.
Let's take a look and kind of get your perspective on Class 4A. This is kind of wide open. 6 or 7 teams. Obviously, the departure of some of the teams have changed the makeup of some of the conferences. The 4A7 is obviously looks different this year than it did really the last 4 or 5 cycles. Obviously, you look at the rankings. I know the only one I look at, there are about 75 different rankings. And,
You're right.
And the only ones I look at, I might be falsifying this, are the ones in the Democrat Gazette on Sunday morning, put together by some great writer, and then also Rex's Road to the Rock rankings also come in the Democrat Gazette. But this is a Class 4A that's kind of wide open. Obviously, Elkins, Warren, Arkadelphia, Mills, Malvern, Southside have been names that have kind of popped up, but it's going to be anybody's ball game starting next week in the playoffs.
You hit it on the head when you said it was wide open, man. When the year started, I kind of thought that Elkins would be a team that could possibly run the table, at least during the regular season.
Right.
With what they had. They lost some guys, and of course they brought some guys back, but now they have a winning culture established up there. And they played Warren on neutral field and beat them by 4 touchdowns. So that stood out to me immediately. But you got those, of course, Warren, it's going to be Warren. They're going to be in the mix. But you got Arkadelphia, of course, and Malvern's undefeated right now. But then you got others, like you mentioned, Southside, Batesville, Mills. Mills is undefeated.
Right.
And they've got athletes all over the field. I've seen them twice this year. So, I mean, honestly, it's anybody's ball game, to be quite honest with you.
If you've seen Arkadelphia tonight in this first half, I can't remember if you've seen any other games. Is this your first time to see them in person?
My first time in person. I watched them online. I think it may have been the Fairview game.
Right,
I believe.
right.
This is my first time seeing them in person.
What do you see? What do you see when you watch Arkadelphia in person or keeping up? What are some of the common thoughts about this Badger team from people around the state that you've talked to?
Size and speed.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually speaking with a guy from Bearden, of all places. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, talking about Arkadelphia, and I told him I watched them online.
Mm-hmm.
But even online, just by looking, their D line looks huge. Those look like a 4A defensive line.
Right.
And those guys can run.
Right.
But this is my first time seeing McCoy, quarterback, in person. I'm really impressed with him because he he can throw on the run, which is what I love to see out of quarterback. And he keeps his eyes downfield, finds his targets. He doesn't get rattled, it seems. He doesn't take unnecessary hits either, which was something that stood out. But I'm just impressed by what I've seen, with these guys, especially in this first half in a rivalry game with Malvern.
Well, especially I thought tonight, I'm going to fire my Weather Channel app, and I need to apologize to my mother-in-law. She said, should I go to the game tonight? And I said, yes, it's going to stop raining. Sorry, Beverly, I apologize. But it has rained pretty consistently the entire first half, and Arkadelphia still had plenty of passing yards. And they're not only McCoy, but it's a lot of different receivers that he can spread that ball to.
Wagner, Finley, Reed out of the backfield.
And then Purifoy had a couple
Purifoy with 2 touchdowns, and then Roberts catching passes. I mean, it's just been he's not locked in on one guy. And Malvern had some pretty good defensive backs, the 2 Hyman kids on each side. But he's finding his targets. Those guys are getting open. And they're making plays, which is what you have to do in a pouring rain like this. And it's what you need to do to win a game like this.
Well, Eric, thanks for your work. I know people who, if you're not subscribed to the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, I encourage you to do so. If nothing else, just to keep up with the coverage that Eric Taylor and his crew. It's not just you, I know that, but Rex always says that you can open the paper tomorrow morning. There'll be about 17 byline stories. I mean, they were staffed reporters around the state. High school sports are important in this state, and the Democrat-Gazette sees that, and I know that's one of your passions as well.
Yeah, man. Every week I sign guys out to go here and go there, but it's a collective job from everyone. Particularly on a Friday night when high school football is going, and then you'll see even more once basketball gets heated up, as well. So, man, we try to get as much as we can. With this business, of course, everything's going a lot of online stuff now. But we're one of the few that still does print as well as online. So, man, it's just a collective effort from everyone, man. And it's we love to do it. I've been doing this for 24 years or so now. So I love what I do, man. And obviously those guys do the same thing.
Well, Eric, thanks for taking your time out to join us. Thanks for coming down tonight and covering the Badgers and the Leopards in the Ouachita River Rumble. It's halftime. Arkadelphia 28. Malvern 16. When we come back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show, Jim Rothwell will join us for some first half statistics. Lots of big numbers for both teams. Badgers lead by 12. We'll be back with more of the Southern Bancorp halftime show after this timeout. You're watching Arkadelphia Badger football.
Scott Bird DDS is a true general dentistry practice with a comfortable, laid-back atmosphere. Led by Dr. Scott Bird, they've been serving the people of Arkadelphia for over 20 years. It's a simple philosophy: treat every patient the way they would want to be treated, with clear communication and honesty. Their comprehensive care ensures that all your dental needs are met under one roof, providing convenience and quality you can count on. Scott Bird DDS General Dentistry at 7th and Caddo, 870-246-6745.
Locally owned and operated since 2008, Sheffield Music has a wide variety of products for those interested in guitar, bass, drums, sound systems, DJ gear, lighting, and vintage vinyl. Contact us for live sound and lighting services, or give us a call for one-on-one lessons, or stop by to see our band instruments and supplies. We also have a great selection of gift items by Dr. Squatch, Soberdough, Good Southerner, and many others. Sheffield Music in downtown Arkadelphia is the one place to go for all of your musical needs. Call 870-230-1733 or visit SheffieldMusic.com.
Imagine a place where children can feel safe, a place where kids are empowered and accepted. In this place, you are special, you are unique, you are loved. Imagine a place where you can have fun every single day. We are that place.
Welcome back to Leopard Stadium, Southern Bancorp halftime show. Chris Babb, Jim Rothwell, and the Peanut Gallery in the background. Blakeney says he loves you, Mom. Conroy did not say that. Michelle, I'm sorry. He might have if he had known. So They wanted to be on camera. They said, shout us out. And so we thought we might just do that. Arkadelphia leads 28-16. This is the Southern Bancorp halftime show. Chris Babb, Jim Rothwell. Jim, we talk about well, hello. Yeah, that's not what anybody wanted to see. We talk about big numbers. Take us through some of those first half numbers.
We'll look at Malvern first. Quarterback Allen was just 5 out of 21 for 65 yards. Did have 2 interceptions, one there at the end of the half in the end zone. Receiving Cooper, junior wide receiver, 3 receptions for 53 yards and a really nice catch on the sideline later there. So for a total of 65 yards passing. Clegg had their long run for 77 yards, but he only ended up with a net of 85. So, and he had 9 carries.
You know, we've seen that with it's. Go back to the Bauxite game. Marcus Wimberly had one 86-yard run, and that was middle of the fourth quarter. But Arkadelphia will give up, and I remember this last year. Jalen Dupree ended up with 200-something yards rushing against Arkadelphia and 4 touchdowns. Most of it was early, and then Arkadelphia was able to pull away late. But Clegg is, as we had seen twice on the run and the kickoff return, he's just one step away from breaking it any time he gets the ball.
Anytime, and again, it's that swarming defense of Arkadelphia that is limited. Again, without that 1 carry, 8 carries for 8 yards. That's 1 yard a carry without that one, and that's because of that defense being right there to close them in. The one time they didn't do that, when he gets a long run. Good job on all the other receivers. The quarterback Allen's a -10 because of some big sacks, one early. The running back Jacobs has done pretty well. One came in and had 1 carry, but he lost 6 yards. So the defensive line and Arkadelphia defense is doing great as far as stopping Malvern's rushing. It's a 1 break, and
right.
And an athlete like that is going to get that just sometime along the way. In fact, he got it twice.
Right, he got it twice. We saw it. Heard that Clegg had good speed. They were right. To go to the Arkadelphia side, Arkadelphia has had more than just one big play. Bryson McCoy, big numbers in the first half. He spread it around as well.
Yeah, he was 19 for 27, which is 70% completion percentage. 241 yards and a half.
In a rainstorm.
In the rainstorm. And, that's a whole game for most quarterbacks, particularly in high school.
Hey, Jim, we get to see him in the second half.
That's right.
Get to see the first-team offense in the second half.
First time we've seen that in a while.
Yeah, for Malvern, too, I think.
2 TDs and then spreading the ball around. We've seen that. Wagner has 3 for 47, Purifoy 6 for 105, another big night for him. Roberts 2 for 29. Finley 5 for 46. Reed 3 for 14. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different receivers, all with good positive yardage, spreading that ball around. And if you look on some of those drives, you're seeing several open receivers. He could just almost pick at times who he wanted to throw to.
Did have an interception on a nice play by the defensive back that I think he was trying to throw the ball out of bounds. And then a couple of drops as well. One of those incompletions was on a third down pass that if you look back, the receivers are going to be I really should have had that one. And then one of the incompletions was on the 4th down pass. Of course, that was from, I guess, technically credited to Finley because he threw that pass to Wagner on the borderline pass interference play. But good half offensively from McCoy.
A good solid running game. Reed's 13 carries for 31 yards. Not exciting or explosive, but steady, picking up at the yardage he need. And then combining that with the passing game, it's been very effective there. So 74 yards total rushing on 24 carries. So roughly a little over 300 yards, almost 300 yards there in the first half.
Jim Rothwell, thank you for that first half statistical update. The Badgers and the Leopards have made their way back onto the field, and we will bring back Cooper Dahr and Jeff Root for the third quarter, brought to you by Providence Veterinary Care. This is the Southern Bancorp halftime show, and we'll be back after this timeout. You're watching Arkadelphia Badger football on APSD-TV.com.
Great coaches know that success on the field takes more than just athletic ability. It takes a winning strategy. And at Southern Bancorp, we believe the same applies to banking. Whether you need competitive rates on loans and accounts to keep you in the game, or financial tools like credit counseling and homebuyer education to move the ball down the field, we can help. Visit banksouthern.com today and let's build your winning strategy. Southern Bancorp, wealth builders for everyone. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia. As a family-owned sporting goods supplier since 1950, Southwest Sporting Goods understands the value of customer service and is committed to providing the best quality customer service and merchandise available. Southwest Sporting Goods is located in Arkadelphia, but also has salesmen that cover the entire state of Arkansas to help ensure that their customers will receive the best customer service and pricing that can be found. Southwest Sporting Goods, located in downtown Arkadelphia, supporting the Badgers since 1950.
Go Badgers!
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Locally owned and operated, Java Primo is the official coffee house of ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. In addition to coffee, drinks, and desserts, we also have wonderful options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Shop our gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com or visit us on Main Street in historic downtown Arkadelphia. Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more says, Go Badgers!
Doctors Gary and Rob Rucker are proud sponsors of this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Dr. Gary and Rob Rucker supporting the Badgers since 1996.
This is Jeff Root along with me, Cooper Dar. Second half action coming your way here momentarily. Arkadelphia 28, Malvern 16 at halftime. We welcome a number of Malvern viewers to our broadcast. We know the live stream from Malvern had some difficulties and is not on right now, and I believe they did tell their folks to tune in to the Arkadelphia broadcast, so we welcome you. This is quite a game between Malvern and Arkadelphia tonight. Quite a first half by the outstanding running back, Clegg. Just a super job for Malvern. A 77-yard touchdown run, a kickoff return for a touchdown. Those are the 2 Malvern touchdowns. Arkadelphia's had 4 sizable drives for their scores. Arkadelphia got a score on a 10-play 74-yard drive. Arkadelphia scored on a 14-play 68-yard drive. Arkadelphia scored on a drive of, a drive of 10 plays and 63 yards, and then a 5-play 61-yard drive. And Malvern will have the ball first to start the second half.
Yeah. Jeff, you mentioned that. I did want to say I talked to Ron McNamara during the break, and he said, hey, we're off. There was a health issue with one of the members of their crew, and so they directed everybody to watch our thoughts and prayers with their crew. I don't know any details or anything, but we do know that's why. We do probably have more Leopards fans watching us, so our thoughts and prayers are with the gentleman. Hope everything turns out all right.
Absolutely. And we want to say that, folks that work in the press box are kind of a family of their own. And Chris, appreciate that word very much. We hope and pray that he is going to be just fine. And we want to say thank you to all the folks in the press box here who have been so great to us tonight. So Arkadelphia is set to kick off Malvern with a big opportunity, Cooper, to come back and try to make this a one-possession game with a big first drive here in the third quarter. Important that they have the ball first. You always think about those first few minutes of the second half as being very important moments in a football game.
That's right. You always want to talk about being great in the middle 8. That's kind of what I used to call it whenever I I used to play some football, and it's kind of the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half. So this is really where you want to, either you're on defense or offense, just to make a big play, get a turnover, get an explosive, get a touchdown, wherever you are on the field. This is the time that you really want to change the pace of the game.
That was a tough run back right up the middle in a crowd, and it will gain yardage up to a first down and 10 to begin this second half drive for Malvern at the 32-yard line. So a return to the Malvern 32, and the Leopards are set up there for the first play from scrimmage here in the second half. Again, this is Jeff Root. Along with me is Cooper Darr. Chris Babb is our quarterback, and we appreciate all his work at halftime. A wonderful opportunity to talk to folks here at halftime. Run up the middle by Clegg. He's got a short run to the 35-yard line.
He's been a hard runner all night. He had 2 big runs earlier, one on special teams, one on offense, but the Badger defense still holding their own on that defensive line. Skylar McClure having a huge night tonight, as well as Nykeeson Wimberly, as always. Xavier Williams, all the guys. The clock is going to continue to roll as it is just a second down. It looks about 6 or 7 right here.
Yeah, let's call it 7 yards to go. Made it up to the 35-yard line. On 2nd and 7 from the 35, pass play. Running is Allen. He's going to gain a few yards, maybe a half yard. He made it to the line of scrimmage, went out of bounds just across the 35. So 3rd down, and they're going to need about 6 more.
We kind of look at the defensive end spot for the Badgers, just kind of maintain that outside leverage of the offensive tackle right there. Just with as good of a quarterback as Malvern has, you just can't really give him that outside leverage, and he's going to make some big plays off of
Really important play. 3rd down, 6 for Malvern. First drive of the second half. Malvern down by 2 scores. And the quarterback, a good one, in Bishop Allen, calls out the play. Now looks to the sideline. They're going to set up. That is Clegg in the backfield with him to the left of the quarterback. He wants to pass, but flags go down. Did they run out of time? That might be delay call. It is going to be a dead ball foul, 5-yarder against Malvern, so that makes it harder. It's going to be 3rd and 11. From the 31-yard line, 3rd down, 11 yards to go for Malvern. Arkadelphia trying to stop Malvern on this play and receive a punt. Not really in 4-down territory right now. On 3rd and 11, from back at the 31-yard line, Malvern, 2 receivers top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. They want to throw it. Looking to the sideline, he gets a completed pass to the 39, but a big tackle is made as he tries to reverse his field. He's going to be tackled back at the 38, I believe. That's going to be short of the first down and 4th down, and they're still going to need about 4 yards.
And that tackle was made by Reese Campbell. He's been all over the field tonight playing a good linebacker spot. He's just a super athletic, very, very good linebacker right there as Campbell made a huge play.
Malvern is going to keep its offense in. Punter is not in the game. He's done a good job of punting tonight, but he's not on the field right now. 4th down, 4 yards to go. And they will quick kick it. This left-footed kick from the quarterback is going to take a Malvern bounce. It was a short kick, and now it's going to roll dead between the 34 and 35-yard line of Arkadelphia. They'll mark it at the 35. 1st down and 10 for the Arkadelphia Badgers, and Arkadelphia will have its first possession here of the second half. Well, I'll tell you what, Cooper, my weather app says that it is going to begin to rain harder in the next few minutes. Now, so far, the weather apps have been really incorrect. So we'll find out if that continues to be the case. It's not raining much at all right now. It's kind of a mist, but not a heavy rain, not really enough to affect even the passing game for either team. But it might get harder later in the game. We'll see. Good turf here, so there's no footing problem. Run by Reed, and he'll get a couple of yards after an initial hit. He'll make it up to the 39-yard line.
Kind of a little bit of a trap style of offense right there where they pulled one guard away, kind of got him up in the hole, and good power plays there as well.
2nd down, 6 yards to go. From the 36, pass play. Rolling to his left, McCoy will throw. Ooh, that's an intercepted football. Really good defensive work. Now he reverses field trying to get a return. He's to the 50. He's going to make it to the 45 of Arkadelphia. Missed tackle to the 35 of Arkadelphia. That's a big play. There is a flag down, so let's see what the flag is. It might have been after the interception. 2 flags down back at the 47 and 48 of Arkadelphia. Let's see what that call is going to be. Arkadelphia's offense is leaving the field, but this return might be backed up a bit. Let's see. Chris Babb joining us.
Yeah, I think it was after the interception. The defense is coming back on. So it was going to be Malvern's ball at the 34. Instead, it's going to be probably at the 37 of Malvern. Probably a personal foul, illegal blindside block. Jeff, I was supposed to mention at halftime we had Garrett Garner on last week to talk about the Badger tip-off. That is tomorrow at Arkadelphia High School. They are getting ready to begin the 2024-25 season. Badger basketball tip-off tomorrow. Doors open at 12:15. $5 a fundraiser for the basketball teams. The event starts at 1 o'clock. And don't forget, Coach Donnie Williams and Coach John Ware having a shoot-off.
Oh, my.
Yeah, legend. They're calling it the Legends game.
And that's going to be worth seeing. Back to pass, Allen. He wants to throw deep, but his receiver did not cut deep, so it's incomplete. Just some miscommunication there. It's a great time of the year, isn't it? Nearing playoff time for football, beginning of basketball season.
That's right. Just kind of getting ready for basketball season, but also the playoffs is coming. December football is coming. Thanksgiving football is coming as well. So it's always an honor to get to play on Thanksgiving.
It won't be raining in the gym tomorrow.
Yeah, Chris reminds us that there is no rain forecast for the gym. We appreciate that, Chris. Second down, 10 yards to go. Allen in the backfield wants to hand it off. Clegg looking for a place to run but not finding one. The defensive line for Arkadelphia, very strong one all year. They're going to stop Clegg on that play, so it's third down and long.
Skylar McClure kind of starting kind of that movement right there, squeezing off of that offensive tackle. We call it spilling and killing. So great job by Skylar right there.
I'm going to say he got a yard. He got maybe a half of a yard. Let's call it a yard. Third down, 9 yards to go. Ball at the 38-yard line. Malvern sets up with Clegg to the left of his quarterback. And the speedster is going to go out for a pass. Allen will throw it to him in the flat. He's got a little bit of room. He's to the 42, 45, out of bounds at the 48-yard line. And that is, I believe, enough for a first down. What a good job of getting just enough for the first down. I think they'll mark him out at the 49. Well, they needed 9. They got 10. First down and 10, Malvern.
We kind of just got word that it is absolutely pouring all the way in Arkadelphia. Looks like it's heading towards Malvern.
Okay. See what happens right now when it's not all that wet. There's a running play by the quarterback. Good job by Arkadelphia to stop the play, but there's a gain on that play. Xavier Williams on the tackle. Let's pick up a 4. Second and 6. Malvern trying to drive here. They're down by 12, but a touchdown would put them into a one-possession game where they were for much of the first half. Arkadelphia came from an 8-0 deficit to build a 2-possession lead by halftime. Good pass, good catch at the 39-yard line of Arkadelphia. And that is enough for a first down. Good catch that time by Kalen Cooper of Malvern. And Arkadelphia lines up defensively again. Send a man in motion, and they want to hand off. Coming right at Arkadelphia is Clegg. He's tackled, but gains 4 yards up to the Arkadelphia 35-yard line.
Malvern gaining a lot of momentum, 2 back-to-back first downs, and obviously a big run right there. So interested to see what the Badgers do here on defense, as we saw a little bit of a different stunt that we haven't seen on the defensive line for sure. But let's see what the Leopards do right here.
The Badgers were able to stop this offense from having a long drive. Malvern scored on a long run, but not a long drive in the first half, and, of course, on a kickoff return, both by Clegg. This is their most impressive drive, perhaps. Run by Clegg. He'll break a tackle and make it into the secondary, and he runs over a couple of Badgers and falls forward to the 20-yard line. What a good run. That guy is a fine running back. First down, Malvern at the Arkadelphia 19-yard line. They've made it to the red zone. Big game for Clegg. He is just dynamite tonight. Running strong. He's not all that big, but he is very fast and is playing with adrenaline tonight. 7:25 left, clock running. We're in the third quarter. Arkadelphia 28, Malvern 16, but the Leopards are in the red zone. Running play. Clegg looking for room. Hit this time, and he'll be brought down. A couple of Badgers in on the tackle.
Yeah, I was kind of looking for Clegg's height and weight, and unfortunately, it's not really on our roster, but he doesn't look just the biggest from up here, but he's obviously running like he is the biggest dude out there. So great job by Clegg, and it looks like the cheerleaders are grabbing all their ponchos as the rain is coming down a little bit harder.
2nd down and 9 on the last play. Malachi Hamilton, along with Skylar McClure, made the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Malvern looks to the sideline to get this play. Still plenty of time on the play clock. We're down to 7 seconds. They'll send a man in motion. Allen wants to pass. Quick pass to the sideline. Incomplete. It was high and through the hands of the intended receiver. Wet football, a little hard to catch when you go that high, and the rain is really coming down now. 3rd down and 9.
This is the time where the quarterback's kind of going to have to start throwing the ball into the receiver's body, and the receiver's going to have to start catching it with their body as well, kind of using it as a backboard if we're using basketball terms.
Allen on 3rd down and 9 will hand off. Clegg looks to go wide, but he's hit hard by Wagner and brought down. What a nice form tackle by Braden Wagner of Arkadelphia. The starting wide receiver also plays some cornerback, made a nice play.
Great job by Wagner. Wagner is literally everywhere on the field, special teams, defense, and offense as well, but specifically defense right here. So great job by Wagner.
This is 4-down territory, in part because I think Malvern knows they need to score some touchdowns to win this game. Also because their kicker was injured last week, and so they're not doing any place kicking, at least so far tonight. They've gone for 2 after both touchdowns. On 4th down, under pressure, Allen is swung down. One-handed grab and tackle by Morris.
He is just having a game tonight, Morris. 2 touchdowns, a sack to end a drive. A drive ender is what you kind of put that on the production chart. So great job by Morris and the Arkadelphia Badgers. Great job, Morris.
Arkadelphia takes over on the turnover on downs. Badgers at their own 24-yard line, 1st down and 10. So on 4th and 9, they lost, 6? They lost 6 on 4th and 9 on that big play. Quarterback draw did not work on 4th down. So the Badgers offense comes back out. They survived the turnover of their last possession. McCoy hands off. Here's a run by Reed. He's got some room. He's got 5. He's got 6. He's got 9 yards on 1st down.
I mean, you can kind of call this Badger weather. That's what I'm going to call it. So this is some Badger weather. The rain is really coming down, and Reed is still running as hard as possible.
The 33, it's 2nd and 1. Pass to the flat. Ball is dropped. It's just going to be a little bit harder to catch from here on out. It was well thrown by the quarterback, but on the far side he couldn't pull it in. The rain is coming harder as we are watching. Now, of course, the field's in great shape. This is new turf, so you're not going to be able to tell from that. But if you have a chance a little later on, if we give a wide shot, you'll see the rain coming down as you see the lights. Under center, they're going to snake it and make the 1st down. So that's a good run by McCoy. 3rd and 1 becomes 1st down and 10.
That's the thing I like about McCoy. He's a sophomore quarterback. Yes, he can throw the ball, but, he can get under center. And he can run a couple yards, so great job by McCoy right there.
Needed 1, he got 4. He's still under center. He wants to throw it, and flags go down to stop the play. May have been a procedure call against Arkadelphia. They like to go fast, and it worked well in the 1st half, but they did have a penalty or 2. Maybe not getting quite set. We'll see what the call is here, but I think it's going to be 5 yards against the Badgers. It'll be 1st and 15 if that is the case, back from the 32-yard line. Everything is important now related to the football, to try to keep it dry, to dry them off as they change footballs. Here's a pitch. This is to the left side. This is Purifoy, and he makes a nice break down the sideline. Not a 1st down, but very close to it. I don't think that he got the 1st down, but it's close. He's got such speed, Cooper.
He does have a ton of speed, and I like that he's wearing the red undershirt tonight because you can really – he's like the Flash tonight. That's the nickname I'll give him tonight. So he's looking like the Flash out there, running as fast as possible, but also, he's just as quick as lightning right there. So great job by Purifoy.
1st and 15 becomes 2nd and 2 for Arkadelphia at its own 45-yard line. 2 receivers top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. A run up the middle. He's hit in the backfield, but Reed is tough enough to make a yard or so.
It looks like the defense for the Leopards kind of just collapsed in right there on Reed. Great job by that defense. The defensive end kind of reading McCoy and Reed right there and squeezing down to make the tackle.
He only got one, so it's 3rd down and 1. I'd say this is an important play for Arkadelphia. On 3rd down and 1 from its own 46-yard line, they're going to go back to Reed. Reed hits, leans in, and is going to make it. That's going to be a 1st down for Arkadelphia.
And that is a Welch Funeral Home 1st down for the Arkadelphia Badgers, and it looks like they are going to continue for the clock to be running.
Ball at the 48-yard line, 1st down and 10 for Arkadelphia. This is the 9th play, or make it the 8th play of the drive already. Not quite to midfield yet. I'll give it to Reed, coming around the left side, looking for space. He'll make it to the 50. He breaks a tackle, stays on his feet. He's down the field, and that's a 1st down as they knock him out of bounds. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, you know you are a hard runner whenever you attack a defense that has really been pretty dominant at the defensive line spot all night long as the clock is still running. And just Reed being able to miss 4 different tackles. Great job by Reed. Wow.
13-yard run when it looked like he'd get about 2. Running play to the right side this time. They're going to drag him down from behind. That time checking into the game for Arkadelphia on his first carry of the night is Caden Whitaker, the sophomore.
There we go. We've seen Whitaker score a couple touchdowns just last week and a couple this whole season. So good job by Whitaker as he's now going out, and Reed is taking the spot back once again.
Ball at the 37 of Malvern. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Badgers. Both offenses, if they can hang on to the ball in this weather, that's going to be a victory. A run by Reed across the 35 to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 3 more. It's 3rd down and 5. Arkadelphia, no hurry. Going to line up this time. Purifoy, always dangerous, is in the slot at the top of the screen. Finley up there as well. Wagner alone at the bottom of the screen. They want to throw across the middle. That ball is incomplete. And that was Purifoy, I believe, that went up for it. Couldn't quite pull it down. So it's 4th down for Arkadelphia from the 34-yard line of Malvern on 4th down and 5.
4th down, you got to make a big play if I'm Coach Shucker. I mean, obviously I don't have the mind of him. He's obviously a football genius, I think. So he's done very good thus far. So I'm interested to see what Coach Shucker does right here, but I'm interested if we're going to see a run, if we're going to see a pass. Let's see what happens.
Oh, is this a sideline call? It's going to be marked off. Wow, they have marked off a 5-yard penalty against Malvern. It's a 1st down for Arkadelphia. Instead of 4th and 5, it's a 1st down from the 29. My goodness.
I didn't really.
I missed the call.
I missed the.
But it was a sideline call.
Yeah.
I'm getting that word from
there must
here
have
in the
been
box.
a warning that we missed earlier in the game.
That's a surprise on 4th down. Rolling to his right, McCoy. He'll throw a pass. It's complete. There's a hit, but Reed hangs onto the ball. They tried to steal it from him. Good job by Jaime and tried to take it away, but he held on to it, and it was a gain on the play. Looked like it might be a big gain when he first caught it. Good job by Jaime to stop it, but he still got a couple. They're going to mark that at the 27-yard line for a pickup of 2. This drive just continues on for the Arkadelphia Badgers, and it does eat up some clock. We're down to 1:50 left in the 3rd quarter. No score yet in this quarter.
Kind of looked like a Patrick Mahomes pass on that last play, so good job by McCoy.
This is the 14th play of the drive. McCoy wants to throw deep, looking for a touchdown. He overthrows his intended receiver, and it's almost intercepted in the end zone, but it's incomplete. Diving for it to try to make the interception, and now slow in getting up, is Louis Jaime. I think he's going to be okay. He dove for it in the back of the end zone. He was behind the receiver, and he was the only player with a chance to catch it. Got his hands on it, but could not hold on. He'll stay in the game. Arkadelphia on 3rd down and 8 yards to go from the 27 of Malvern. Pressure on the quarterback. He's going to throw it deep. Arkadelphia looking for a big play, and they've got it at the 5-yard line. What a catch. 2 Leopards in the area, and a great catch by Purifoy.
I am just speechless right now by what Jay Purifoy just did. I mean, those are things that a lot of people cannot do here in the state of Arkansas and really the country. So He is just a athlete like no other.
2 running backs in the formation. Here comes Reed looking for space and not finding it. He'll be tackled back at the 8-yard line. Good pressure applied in the backfield by a couple of Malvern Leopards, and one of them has had a whale of a game. Is a little bit slow in getting up, but he'll stay in. That's Brandon Jackson. Also, good work on the play by Kyler Wright. So, Arkadelphia sets up from the 8-yard line now. 2nd and goal from the 8. They'll send in motion Purifoy. Now they want to throw it to Purifoy. He'll sprint to the 5, gather himself, and make it to the 3-yard line before he is tackled. He slipped a bit, but he did make it to the 3.
It's kind of the first time we've kind of seen the rain affect a little bit of the play with Purifoy slipping right there, but it is coming down a lot now with the rain. So 3rd down, it looks like 3 to go.
Yep, 3rd and goal from the 3 for Arkadelphia. Down to 10 seconds left. They do not have to run a play, and they may not decide to do it. That would be a favor to us. We'll see it better if they come down to the other end of the field. 1 second. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Arkadelphia 28, Malvern 16. No scoring, but plenty of excitement in the 3rd quarter, and a very exciting 4th quarter is coming your way next. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield for your personal price plan today.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield in Arkadelphia today.
Doctors Gary and Rob Rucker are proud sponsors of this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Dr. Gary and Rob Rucker supporting the Badgers since 1996.
Well, let's have a weather forecast. I've never done the weather before, Cooper, but I think we could call that rain.
That's a little bit of precipitation if you'd ask me.
Coming down on the lights here at David Alpe Field, Leopard Stadium in Malvern. We're moving to the 4th quarter now. Arkadelphia 28, Malvern 16. Arkadelphia is about to run its 17th play of this drive. 3rd down and goal from the 3.
This is good for the Badgers as they're getting some 4th quarter play now, and we haven't seen that a lot with a lot of the Arkadelphia games since a very long time. So
we do apologize. We have a kind of a break in the glass here, and so there's a pole that is in your way. Can we ask the Badgers to roll to their right to avoid the pole?
Just roll the camera to the right.
Roll the camera to the right. Good job. Thank you, Coleman. All right, here is a running play right up the middle. Reed is in. That's an Arkadelphia touchdown. Wow, he landed with his knees on the 1 and his waist on the goal line, and the ball over the goal line for the score. Really tough running to the inside, and the senior Kyle Reed made it.
Kind of what I was talking about earlier, just we haven't seen a lot of 4th quarter play here for the Badgers, especially with these starters. So it's really good that they're getting some full football action here as they go into the playoffs next week.
Extra point attempt. Seth Molinari missed one. Now, that is exceedingly rare, but, you know, the ball's just so wet. It's hard for the holder, it's hard for the snapper, it's hard for the kicker, and that sailed low and to the left. And so a misstep in the kicking game, they're reassuring Seth that everything's all right because he is not used to missing an extra point, but he did that time. So it's Arkadelphia 34 and Malvern 16. So the Arkadelphia Badgers lead it by 18 right now. And that is a 3-possession game. So Malvern has some work to do here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and I kind of want to talk about just that kick a little bit. I mean, he really wouldn't have missed it if his plant foot, it was kind of just a little slippery right there as you kind of go back, you watch, and his left foot, his plant foot as you call it, his right foot is the kicking foot. He planted the kick and he kind of just slept back just a little bit. So we don't see that very much, but with the weather conditions, it's bound to happen sometimes. So still a good job. First one of the year, as Chris Babb says.
Absolutely.
For Molinari.
And absolutely weather related, no doubt about it. Well, he's got a kickoff now, and they got to find a way to make sure Mr. Clegg doesn't get the ball. He's had a kickoff return for a touchdown tonight. He's had a 77-yard run for a touchdown tonight. That's both of the Malvern touchdowns scored by Clegg. One to give them an 8-0 lead early in the ball game, and then to pull closer to Arkadelphia in the second quarter. No scoring at all in the third quarter, and now a touchdown in the fourth quarter by Arkadelphia. That was a 17-play drive, 76 yards for the score. Unbelievable. The kickoff is high and deep and returnable to the 10-yard line, to the 15. He's up to the 20-yard line, looks for a hole. He's going to find a bit of a hole and cross the 30. That's a good return. That was not Clegg on the return, but it was a very fine return. On that was Gabe Jaime. He's a 9th grader, guys.
Wow. Just if you're any underclassman playing up, I mean, that is just huge props to you, especially for a good Malvern team that is 9-0 right now. Just be able to even play on a very successful team is very, very good. So great job to that young man.
Well, we're going to see a lot of him for the next 3 years, no doubt about that. Ball at the 31-yard line, first down for the Malvern Leopards. Arkadelphia lines up defensively. Quite a defense for Arkadelphia. Here's a pitch, and coming around the edge and making nice yardage to the 39-yard line. A good gain. And that carry was by Kalen Cooper, who caught the short pass.
And he was tackled by Quintavian Morris, who's had a great game offensively and defensively. So great job by Morris.
Gain of 8, second down and 2. We've not seen a lot of successful runs up the middle, and here's a run up the middle that has enough success for a first down. On the carry that time, Devin Yoniel. I think they had a uniform change, though I'm not sure I have the right runner in, but he's checked in, and Clegg has taken a bit of a break. First down from the 43 for Malvern. Going to pass it into the flat. The catch is made, but just back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Chris Babb with us.
Yeah, I think that is right. Devin Juniel, the younger brother of Keelan Juniel, who graduated last year with the big senior class from Malvern, Jalen Dupree, Vinny Winters, Dylon Carradine. Big brother Juniel is at UCA, so Devin wearing the same number 5.
He's checked in at running back, and he'll get another carry, but he's hit. He'll break a tackle. Really good job, and he'll make it out to the 49-yard line. That was a good run and a nice gain on 2nd and 10. That'll make it 3rd and short. They just need 2 more. From the 49-yard line, 3rd down, 2 yards to go. They want to run right out Arkadelphia again, and he's going to get some yardage, darting around on the inside looking for a hole. Not much of a hole there, but he may have gotten a first down. And they did. They're going to call that a first down. Malvern moving the football. Clock running a little bit. We're under 10 minutes to play. Now the clock started again down to the 47-yard line of Arkadelphia, where it is a first down and 10 for the Leopards. Allen will fake a handoff, and now he wants to throw deep. He's looking deep, but he's going to be hit, and he is going to be in trouble, and he is going to be dragged down. No, yeah, they blew the whistle. They blew the whistle, and that's why he let go of him. On the sack, the All-State defensive lineman, Nikison, I should say, Wimberly on the tackle. Back at the 41-yard line, that is a major loss.
And a little thing I want to say about Nikison. I was walking into the stadium today, and we kind of made eye contact, and he was game ready already, so he kind of locks in with he had his red beats on, and he was walking. He kind of gave me a little bit of a stare, so you don't want to mess with Nikison. So great job by Wimberly right there.
Loss of 12, 2nd and 22. 2nd and 22. Allen back to pass, in trouble again. Wimberly missed him that time. He gets away and will throw the ball. That's a completion, but stepping out of bounds just after the catch is the receiver. He kind of ran out of space when he turned around after making the catch. That's Cedric Cook on the catch. They're going to spot him down at the 49-yard line. It is 3rd down, and they're still going to need 14. 3rd and 14. Nice gain, but they had 22 to pick up, and he got 8. Allen Figures to be looking to pass again. The defensive line for Arkadelphia is so strong, looking to come after the quarterback on 3rd and 14. Clegg is back. No, Clegg is not back in the game. Excuse me. Spoke too soon. And they do want to pass. There is some pressure. He throws a pass that's incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver. And so it is 4th down and 14. Ball at the 49-yard line of Malvern. They look like they want to go for it. Arkadelphia doing some defensive substitutions. They've got a rotation going on defense. Looking for an opportunity now. It looks like they're going to go with a 3-man defensive line, 3 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. Allen, figured to pass on 4th and 14, is back. He's in the pocket. He's got time. He'll throw a deep pass, but 2 defenders are there, and it's incomplete. Boy, the home fans were looking for an interference call. There was a little bit of contact before the ball got there, but it is incomplete, and Arkadelphia will take over. They are kind of letting them play here in the 4th quarter.
And, I mean, that's kind of what you want here in a rivalry game. Obviously, you want some calls to go your way, but at the end of the day, you're letting the kids play a little bit. So it's some good football. It's physical football, and that's kind of what football is all about. So good job by the Badgers right there, getting a good stop on 4th down.
So Arkadelphia's offense onto the field. 1st down and 10 at the Malvern 49-yard line. Arkadelphia will run right at the Leopards and hit immediately as Reed, but he's going to pick up a yard, maybe 2. And the clock continues to run. Down to 8:30 left in the game. Arkadelphia leads it by 18.
And that was a good job by the Leopard. Brandon Jackson, defensive end, just getting back in the backfield and making a really good physical play. So good job by Jackson.
2nd down, 8 yards to go for Arkadelphia. Top of your screen, Wagner, Purifoy, Roberts. Bottom of the screen, by himself, and doing a fine job tonight, is Maddox Finley. And a run is going to be off tackle for maybe a yard. That carry was by Whitaker, the sophomore. 3rd down and long coming up. They're going to give him 1 yard to the 46. So 3rd down and 7. 4-down territory, though, in this spot on the field. Arkadelphia trying to go undefeated in conference play, win the conference outright. Malvern trying to stage a comeback to try to keep their undefeated season intact. Arkadelphia in no hurry to start the clock, down to 7 seconds on the play clock. And they're going to run a reverse. This is Purifoy looking for space. He's to the 40. He's to the 35, out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Make it the 31-yard line. That's plenty. 1st down and 10. He's got such speed and such agility, changes direction so quickly. He's just hard to deal with, either receiving a pass, a circus catch earlier in this quarter, or when he indeed is just handed the ball. He is a lot to tackle. Ball at the 31, 1st down and 10.
Yeah, not only is he hard to catch up with, but he's a physical dude, so he's tough to tackle.
McCoy, the sophomore quarterback, was calling out the play, but a flag went down before the play. Procedure call goes against Arkadelphia, and it's going to be 1st and 15.
It looked like might have been the left tackle there. Okay.
1st and 15, Arkadelphia at the 36-yard line of Malvern. Clock stopped at 7:17. Badgers would like to continue to just grind this out, make 1st down, score again, and really make it difficult on Malvern. Leopard defense trying to fight back here. The quarterback, he's done such a fine job for Arkadelphia all night long. Only a sophomore, Bryson McCoy. He'll hand it off. This is Whitaker. Whitaker is hit. He'll fall forward, make part of that yardage back, but only a couple of yards, and 2nd down comes.
I'm kind of expecting the run play to be pretty heavy here for the rest of the game, as the rain is literally coming in sideways, and it is just 6 minutes left in the game. You don't want to give any other opportunities, so keeping the run game alive is going to be huge for the Badgers and for Reed, that's now at running back position.
It seems like a long time ago now when Arkadelphia was burn ban and drought, but getting a lot of rain tonight here in Malvern. Pass. Long one is going to hang up and be intercepted at the 8-yard line. A flag does go down, so let's see what this call is going to be. The receiver was tackled. I don't know if that is going to be a defensive call or not, but the ball hung up and was easily intercepted at the 8-yard line. I think slick football got into that pass. I think they're going to call that against Malvern. It is. Well, one defender saw the ball and intercepted it. The other did not and tackled the receiver. Can't do that. They're going to spot it where the ball landed, the 8-yard line. Now they're going to, I'm sorry, it's a 15-yard penalty, isn't it? They're going to mark it back at the 19-yard line. Now, just because the team lines up at the 8 doesn't mean they're in the right place, right? I should pay more attention. Ball at the 19-yard line. First down and 10 for the Badgers. Morris in the game for Arkadelphia, along with Hamilton at running back. Malachi Hamilton, the linebacker, playing running back, is going to get the call, and he'll go right at Malvern. He'll break a tackle. He'll break another. He'll fall forward to the 13-yard line. Hamilton looks to me like a guy who might play both ways next year. He is an outstanding linebacker and has shown great ability at running back in the few times he's carried the ball this year.
I'm thinking so as well. He's just an overall athlete and just a great athlete. So playing defense and offense for the Badgers next year is going to be huge for him, but also for the team as well.
He seeks contact at linebacker, and he seeks contact at running back.
That's special.
And usually wins that contact either way. Second down, 4 yards to go. Ball at the 13-yard line. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton hit in the backfield. He'll escape one tackler, but then a nice tackle hit him low and brought him down for a loss back at the 16. That's a loss of 3. It's 3rd down and 7. Arkadelphia just eats up time, though. Under 5:35 left in this football game, and the Badgers lead it by 18. With the rain, I don't think they're going to think about field goal right now. At halftime, when it wasn't raining, Seth Molinari was making them for 40 yards. We're well inside that territory, but with the rain pouring down, I don't think that's going to be what we'll see. So really 2 plays to get 7 yards for the Arkadelphia offense.
I want to give big props to number 51, the offensive line, the center, Trace Young. He's just had a great game tonight blocking, but also at the same time, he has kept that ball very, very dry for McCoy, and there has been no bad snaps at all, really, with Trace Young at all. So he's keeping the ball dry. So good job by number 51 right there.
Timeout on the field, and we will take a break. Arkadelphia 34, Malvern 16. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
The Board of Directors at South Central Electric Cooperative believes in the necessity of high-speed internet access in rural South Central Arkansas. South Central Connect was created to fulfill a need other internet providers were not able to provide in our area. South Central Connect, through our local cooperative, brings the necessity of internet service to your house, much like they did electricity in the 1930s. Sign up today at southcentralconnect.net or call 855-269-3429.
5 minutes, 6 seconds left in the football game. Arkadelphia up by 18 and trying to add to that. Ball at the 16-yard line of Malvern. 3rd down and 7 yards to go. This is Jeff Root along with me as Cooper Darr. Chris Babb's going to head down to the sideline soon. We'll have an after-game interview with Arkadelphia coach Trey Shucker. Here's McCoy at quarterback. He's going to pitch it to Roberts. Roberts looks for space. He will not find much, but he breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. He'll make it all the way to the 2-yard line, but there is a flag down.
That's
Looks
just
like
the special thing.
Maybe a blocking foul there about the 6-yard line. Let's see.
That's just the special thing about Roberts right there is that he can be hit about – I mean, obviously he's feeling it a little bit right there, as you can see, but he can get hit 5 other times and still make it down to the 2-yard line. So, wow, Orion Roberts.
No shortage of talent on this Arkadelphia team. A lot of people they can go to get big yardage. They are going to mark it off, 10-yard penalty, but they start at the 8-yard line. So 3rd down will come again, but they're going to be all the way back to the 18-yard line. 3rd down, now they're going to need 9 after the penalty against Arkadelphia. Would have been inside the 5 otherwise. 3rd down and 9 from the 18. 4:47 left, clock continuing to run. Arkadelphia in control at this point, but they would like to add more just to make sure against an explosive Malvern team. McCoy wants to pass. Pressure is on him. Throw across the middle is a little too high and incomplete as Wagner went up but could not pull it down. 4th down, 9 yards to go. The incompletion stops the clock at 4:31. Again, he can make a field goal from this distance, but in the rain, I just don't think they're going to try it. So I believe instead we're going to see Arkadelphia go for it on 4th and 9 from the 18-yard line of Malvern. They've got at the top of the screen Purifoy in the slot, and at the very top you see Wagner, Roberts, and Finley to the bottom of your screen. In motion comes Purifoy. They're going to send the house out to the quarterback. He throws it to Purifoy, who will make the catch, but short of the first down. Had to catch it on a diving basis, and he makes it to the 13, but that's going to be 4 yards short of the first down for Arkadelphia, so they turn it over on downs, and Malvern has it back. Arkadelphia did succeed, though, in eating up a lot of clock on that drive.
You can really tell whenever they change the graphics on the scoreboard, as it kind of blinds you there a little bit, especially with the rain catching some of the light there as well. So really nice new scoreboard that they have here at Leopard Stadium.
So coming to set up his offense is Cedric Bishop Allen. He wants to throw. He'll go to the sideline. That throw is high and incomplete. Tried to get it to, it looks like Jeremiah Craigett. Incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. That does stop the clock with 4:23 left. Badger defensive line thinking about going after the quarterback right now. Allen threw that one quickly. Just missed his target.
They only have 10 people on the field, as is an issue we saw.
Oh, my.
Looks like that might be a flag.
Player came off the bench for Malvern, but they snapped the ball when he was still on the Arkadelphia side of the line of scrimmage. So 5 yards against Malvern. That's going to send them back inside the 10-yard line. They'll set up at the 8.
I mean, just playing for a conference championship, you can't have any of those mistakes, as we've seen this twice now from the Leopards in this game alone, once on special teams and now on offense. So just mistakes that you can't make in a big conference championship matchup.
I think at this point, Malvern is got to be a bit frustrated. Only 4:21 left. They're down by 18. They got to have 3 scores, and concentration might be waning a bit. They also happen to be soaking wet. That doesn't help. Here's a running play, and it's going to be short yardage. He'll make it up to the 10-yard line and be stopped there, and that's going to continue to run this clock. We're in a nice dry press box, and I greatly appreciate that. The old press box across the way, no windows. We'd be pretty wet right now if we were over there, so thank you for building this nice press box. Ball at the 11-yard line. 3rd down, 12 yards to go for Malvern. They don't want to have to punt with the punter standing in the end zone. Under pressure, the quarterback throws it, and that ball is caught. Nice catch, short of the first down, though. Good tackle immediately, but a fine catch by Kalen Cooper. So it's 4th down. Ball at the 21-yard line. 4th down and 2. They'll send a man in motion. Allen will hand off. No, he'll keep it. Good fake, and he's going to keep the ball, but he's struggling, and now he'll make a nice hesitation and a sprint to the sideline for the first down. Good job by the quarterback, Allen. Allen doing a fine job to make that first down. He'll be back next year, only a junior. Ball to the 28-yard line, and it's a 1st down and 10. Malvern sets up. Not really in a hurry. 3:05 left. They're going to throw the ball short. Big immediate tackle by Malachi Hamilton. And that's a gain up to the 35 33, make it the 32-yard line. A gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
And we don't see just a lot of pace as you would think as if they want to score, so kind of taking their time from play to play.
Yeah, I think they might be thinking they want to compete, but making up 3 scores right now is going to be tough. Here's a pass to the sideline. Arkadelphia fights. Oh, he dove and couldn't make the interception. No. Defensive play by Colton Plyler. Incomplete pass. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Ball at the 32, 3rd down and 6. Arkadelphia's defense tonight has given up only 1 touchdown, a 77-yard run by Clegg in the first quarter. Otherwise, a kickoff return, the only other points for Malvern. Pass incomplete, dropped. It's 4th down and 6. That's a good defensive performance against a fine team like Malvern.
That's very good defensive performance, especially with a 9-0 team. Obviously, they put up a lot of points. They've won a ton of games this season, as they have in a lot of other seasons as well. But very, very good job by the Badger defense, holding them only to 16 points tonight.
2 safeties deep, looking for the pass. On 4th down, under pressure, the quarterback throws it. That's a good pass catch for a 1st down. He caught it between 3 Badgers. Really fine play by Louis Jaime. 49-yard line gain of 17.
It looks like we might have a hurt Leopard and he falls to the ground late.
And that might, I don't know if that's a cramp or not. He's sitting up, but not coming off the field. Looks like one of the linemen. We're going to have a break in the action. We'll take a break also. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in the contest. Arkadelphia is about to win a conference championship if they can hold on to a 3-possession lead at 34-16. We'll be back with the conclusion of this contest. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner, Rogers.
Run up the middle for Malvern, a gain over the 50-yard line to the 49, maybe the 48-yard line. Clock continues to run now. We have just hit 2 minutes left in this contest. Arkadelphia 34, Malvern 16. The Badgers will have a perfect conference record, and they'll be 8-2 overall. Malvern will lose its first game of the year, it would appear. High pass, there's a catch, but an immediate tackle. I don't think he's got a 1st down. 3rd down and 1 coming. And after the completion and the tackle inbounds, the clock just continues to run down to 1:37 left in the game. Malvern, undefeated coming into this contest, Cooper. They're going to have their first loss, but they've got a chance in the playoffs. This team is going to be the number 2 seed from the conference.
That's right. They're going to be the number 2 seed, and obviously this is going to hurt just a little bit. I mean, obviously going 9-0, especially for the seniors, it hurts just a little bit losing any game, but they still had a great regular season. The postseason is going to look great for them as they're going to be home again next week. So still a great job by the Leopards of this normal conference play as they're going into the postseason as well.
Allen with the run, tackled by Morris, and Morris is down. The last thing you want is to get anybody injured on either team in the last 2 minutes of the game when it is not close enough to have a photo finish here. Mr. Morris, you got to hope is going to be just fine. We're going to keep it right here so we can talk about the playoff implications for both teams. And the good news is that Morris is going to run off the field under his own power. He'll trot off anyway. So that's good to see. He made a tackle but came down kind of awkwardly. But he is all right. He's going to trot off the field and be just fine. We'll talk more about the playoffs after this play. It is 1st down and 10 for Malvern at the Arkadelphia 39-yard line. Still 1:14 to play. Malvern would love a score here. They're going to throw a deep pass. This ball is incomplete, almost a catch. Is going up very high for it was Jaime, but he couldn't pull it down. It was well covered by Arkadelphia.
Yeah, greatly covered by Colton Plyler there as well. But kind of talking about the playoffs a little bit, both of these teams will host a home game next week as the first round of the playoffs, and especially in the 4A, you got another 5 weeks to go.
You bet. Whole another season. On second down, running play up the middle. There's good yardage. Up to the 25 to the 24-yard line. They'll stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains. 1:04 left in the game. Now the only question is, what's the final score going to be? And Malvern very much would like to tack on 7 more right here. Or maybe 8, because I don't think they're kicking extra points tonight. Allen looks to throw the ball. Under some pressure, he'll throw it across the middle. There is a nice catch, but 4 Badgers will bring down the receiver at the 20-yard line. Malvern's receiver is not afraid to go up to get the ball in a crowd. Ball at the Arkadelphia 19-yard line. They have made it to the red zone. Looking to pass across the middle, looking to the end zone. Big hit as the ball was just over the receiver at the 5-yard line. It is incomplete. Got to hope he's okay. I just complimented the Brave receivers for going high, and that time he went high and got hit. But it was a fair hit because the ball was just on his fingertips as the hit was made. 19-yard line, second down, and 5 yards to go. Make it pass down to the sideline and a short gain there. And they're close enough. They've got a few shots at the end zone here with 25 seconds left. Malvern trying to tag on a score, but Arkadelphia is going to get the victory tonight. Ball at the 7-yard line. It is first down and 10. Malvern still showing some character here, trying to get this touchdown. Allen, the quarterback. Janelle next to him, the running back, to his left. He'll throw to the end zone. He's got a wide open receiver, and that catch is not made. Not made. It touched the ground. Touched the ground, and it's incomplete. He was wide open, but again, weather-related, wet football, couldn't pull it in.
Wow, and that was just a busted coverage, honestly, by the Badgers. And we don't see that just a ton, and you kind of hope just towards the end of a game. You already know you've won the game, but it's not the time to kind of let loose off the brakes. So keep the gas pedal going. Let's see if the Badgers get a stop right here.
Second and goal from the 8-yard line, 19 seconds left. Pressure on the quarterback, throws it into the flat. There's a catch at the 10. He's to the 5, trying to get to the end zone. He cannot do it. He made it to the 3. Clock's going to continue to run. 8 seconds left. And they're going to call timeout because I believe Malvern wants one more shot at scoring. Timeout Malvern. They want to run one more play with 6 seconds left. Third down and goal from the 3. We're going to keep it right here, Cooper, and we're going to talk about the fact that after this last play, we think it'll be the last play anyway. Might be a touchdown, might not be, but it's going to be an Arkadelphia victory. The Badgers played a tough non-conference schedule, lost 2 of the 3 games, but it prepared them for anything they would see and more in the conference schedule to get ready for the playoffs as well. It's paid off, I believe, because Arkadelphia mercy rules every team up to Malvern, and now Malvern, they lead by 18 with 6 seconds left. It's been a formula that has worked before for Arkadelphia, appears to be working again.
That's right, and that's just very smart by the coaching staff, the athletic director as well, just creating a schedule that is challenging and that will really test our players for future games. So I think the reason we played 2 5A or 2 6A opponents this preseason was very, very big and why we are actually winning tonight as
Here's
well.
the play by Malvern. Looking to the end zone, he'll throw a touchdown. Touchdown catch. Really well-placed ball into the end zone. Touchdown catch. That is going to be Jaime gets the touchdown. Louis Jaime with the touchdown. And so on we think the last play of the game, or is there a second left? We'll see when the scoreboard comes back on here. A little theatrics on the scoreboard first, and then we'll find out if there are any seconds left. That play did take a little bit of time to develop. It says double zeros, but a score on the last play of the game for Malvern.
There's no holder.
And now they're going to go ahead and kick. This is the freshman kicker, so he gets a little practice here. Their kicker was injured last week. They prepared a freshman. He's going to get a chance. This is Evan Spencer, freshman kicker, on for the extra point. His kick is up, and the kick is good. He nailed it. Good job, Mr. Freshman Kicker. And the score And it's a final score. Arkadelphia 34, Malvern 22. Arkadelphia with the 12-point victory, 30-23. All right, they added on the extra point now, so it's 23. Arkadelphia 34, Malvern 23, 11-point win. The two teams are coming to greet each other at the 50-yard line. We know that Arkadelphia is well prepared to be the number 1 seed and have an opportunity now to have a good run in the playoffs, try to play for that state championship. Malvern, though, they feel confident also. So this is going to be two really great representatives for the conference in the playoffs.
That's right, and this conference has always been very strong with these two teams really heading it off the past couple years. And Arkadelphia outright winning the conference championship tonight, Malvern being there in second. Still, both of these teams will host home games next week for the start of playoffs, which is something that's very special kind of for just that side of the bracket. So they're kind of just dancing in the rain a little bit. Arkadelphia is celebrating as they just won the belt once again. And so this is huge as we are now going to start looking to really Arkadelphia Badgers' road to the Rock. So 5 more games to go, but we're going to look at next week here pretty soon.
Arkadelphia congratulating Malvern and vice versa. And then Arkadelphia is going to gather, and they are going to receive the prize, which is that belt. Rumble on the Rock, and this is going to be a celebration for Arkadelphia. If there's anything that high school kids like, it's winning a belt, right? And they're going to win that glorious belt. That you sported that belt during the halftime show, I believe.
That's right. If you were watching earlier, I mean, maybe I'll post it on Twitter or something. You and I got a picture of it earlier. So
we did.
That belt is, no joke, 15 to 20 pounds. So very, very heavy belt. And Arkadelphia should be very, very proud that they have won the rivalry once again. So great job. Great job to the Leopards there as well as they're singing their alma mater, but it looks like they are getting the belt right now.
So you see that on the screen. Arkadelphia excited. They have won the belt. What a rivalry this is. Arkadelphia gets the win tonight, wins the conference championship. Perfect 7-0 in conference play, 8-2 overall. Malvern has lost his first game of the year, but they're headed to the playoffs also. Malvern 9-1 on the year, and they are 6-1 in conference play. So what a night. And we'll have an opportunity in the postgame show to visit with Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker. This long-standing rivalry between two towns. They're only about 20 minutes apart. It's been a great thing for both towns to have a rivalry like this. You know, a lot of people who went to Malvern High School live in Arkadelphia. A lot of people who went to Arkadelphia High School live in Malvern. It's a great rivalry between the two. Arkadelphia has had the upper hand in recent years, and they get it again tonight with the victory of 11 points. The Badgers, undefeated in conference play, conference champion, winner of the belt, and headed to the playoffs as the number 1 seed. They're going to have a home game. Next week, they'll play the number 5 seed out of the 4A conference. And we'll bring you all that during the postgame show. The postgame show is sponsored by Blend Real Estate. They're coming to you next. Blend Real Estate out in San Diego, California. Our buddy out there, of course, is Carrie Garnett. Carrie Garnett, the state champion quarterback from the 1979 team. And we hope that Arkadelphia is back in the finals. We get to see Kerry face-to-face. He will come to Arkadelphia. He'll come to Little Rock if it is a championship game that he's coming to. So we're going to hope the Badgers get there. We'll also look at scores from around the state during the post-game show, and we'll have stats from Jim Rothwell. All that coming your way soon. This is Arkadelphia Badgers football.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
You belong at Patterson Federal Credit Union. No matter your financial needs, Patterson has products to help. We offer all types of accounts, loans, certificates, and financial counseling. Patterson is also a strong supporter of the Arkadelphia School District. We provide food for students in need, have donated funds for additional security measures, and can always be counted on when a need arises for students and staff. Serving Clark County for over 67 years, we pride ourselves on providing the highest quality service to our members and our community. Join us soon. You belong here.
Game show brought to you by Blend Real Estate out in San Diego, California. Our buddy Kerry Garnett out there. Arkadelphia the winner tonight, 34-23. It wasn't quite as close as that sounds because Malvern scored on the last play of the game. So Arkadelphia really controlled it from the point that the Badgers were able to pick up a touchdown to stretch it out to a 3-possession lead. And that point came at, let's see, the second half. As at halftime, it was still a possibility for Malvern to make a run. Malvern got their second touchdown with 6:51 left before halftime. Arkadelphia was able to come back and stretch that lead at halftime to 28-16. But after that, Arkadelphia got a touchdown in the second half after a turnover. The Badgers were able to get a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and from then on it was really Arkadelphia's game. Reed's touchdown made it 34-16, and from that point on, Arkadelphia was in good shape. Malvern, though, fought to the finish, got a touchdown on the last play. Got to give it to them for working hard in this game, but Arkadelphia really did control it with an outstanding defense. They gave up a 77-yard touchdown run on the second possession of the game for Malvern. Malvern did not get another offensive touchdown until the last play of the game. In between, they got a touchdown in the first half on a kickoff return. The Badgers, on the other hand, had repeated long possessions for touchdowns. It went like this. Arkadelphia had its first touchdown on a 10-play, 74-yard drive. Its second touchdown on a 14-play, 68-yard drive. Its third touchdown on a 10-play, 63-yard drive. Its fourth touchdown on a 5-play, 61-yard drive. And then finally, Arkadelphia's last touchdown came on a 17-play, 76-yard drive. And, Cooper, it means a lot when a team can hold on to the football for that long, eat up some clock, and score touchdowns at the end of those long drives.
That's right, and that's going to be huge as we look into the postseason. Just being able to control the football, control a possession, that's really controlling the entire football game. So, great job by the Badgers being able to control the football, protect the football, and score some points.
Celebrations going on down on the field. Of course, the belt was presented to the team. They're tremendously excited about that. Now they've kind of broken up into groups. A lot of photographs going on right now. Also, despite the fact that the rain is pouring down, we do expect to have an interview. Chris Babb down there ready to talk to Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker. But at the same time, Trey's going to, Chris is going to come back up here and he's going to be a little bit wet when he gets back up here.
He is. He borrowed my jacket, so I let him borrow my jacket. Oh, there he is.
He just walked in behind us, and
he is dripping with water.
He's dripping a bit, yeah. He's gonna bring us this interview in a moment. Did we get it on tape? We got a little rainfall in the background? Yeah. Okay, we're going to try to upload that and bring it to you. As he's come back in to dry off, we're going to upload it so you can see the interview. Let's talk about the playoff scenarios a little bit, and we'll let Chris come over and make sure we're getting this right. But we believe we have it right based on what we know about how the playoff system is going to work. So, if you would, Cooper, go over what looks to us to be the situation for at least the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, what's expected kind of next week, obviously, if kind of looking at the 4A4 conference, there's a couple different conferences within the classification of 4A. It's the biggest classification is 4A, and so they take the top 5 from every single each conference, as the Badgers are in the 4A7, as is Malvern. So we are going to play someone from the 4A4, and it's going to be that 5th seed because Arkadelphia is first. And so if all of the apples fell in the right place tonight, it looks like we're going to be playing Ozark next week. And so kind of a Northwest Arkansas-ish team, and they're going to be making their way down to Arkadelphia. And Malvern, if we still have some Malvern people watching tonight, the second from the 4A7 is going to be playing the 4th from the 4A4, and they're going to be playing Pottsville at Malvern. So Arkadelphia looking to play Ozark. Ozark is a big team. They've always had some big guys, very athletic team as well, but it's going to be really good to host them at home for the first round of the playoffs.
Cooper, my expectation is that both Arkadelphia and Malvern will be favorites next week. Now, Ozark has a nice history in football, but Arkadelphia's played them before in the playoffs, so they won't be a brand new opponent. And Arkadelphia comes at the playoffs this year as one of the favorites in all of 4A. I mean, we're talking about a very strong defense, played very well tonight. Offense very explosive, limited slightly by the rain, I think, tonight, but otherwise a really fine job against a good Malvern defense. And so Arkadelphia will go in as a favorite for sure, but they're going to also depend on a big crowd showing up at Badger Stadium for that contest, as we know is going to happen, and the Badgers are going to have to be ready to play playoff football from now on. You don't take anybody for granted.
That's right. For the rest of the time being, it's 4 quarters, and it's how it's going to be for every single game. And so the seniors, you never know whenever it's going to be their last game. So they got to put everything out there. The sophomores got to be playing for the seniors, and maybe we'll have some freshmen join us next week as the freshman season's kind of coming towards an end there as well. So maybe we'll see some young guys come up and support the seniors as well. But, we need everybody to come out next week to Badger Stadium and just be loud because it is postseason football. So it's exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I know just whenever I was a player, that is the best time of football is the road to the Rock. So you want to go play for just played for a conference championship, but now you're playing for one of those rings with a state championship.
Arkadelphia going to be a favorite next week. No doubt that Malvern will be a favorite also as they play at home next week. I want to say before we move on, thank you for all of those Badger fans that came out and were in the rain all night long. I mean, they came out in good numbers, even bigger numbers next week for the home game. But what a great turnout for Arkadelphia. Folks willing to come out and sit through rain for just about the entire contest, including some hard rain in the second half. But Arkadelphia got the win, and they were able to see it in person. Kudos to the Arkadelphia fans and the Malvern fans for coming out tonight, senior night here at Malvern. Coming up, we're going to have statistics from Jim Rothwell, and we'll also have our interview with Trey Shucker. I think, in fact, before we go to a break, we can go down and have that conversation now. Chris Babb talking to Trey Shucker. Almost. We're almost there. It's a rainy night. Give us a little grace here just for a second. We're going to get it there.
Maybe upside down.
Okay.
Let's see.
Not sure how the video is going to be. The Trey Shucker, coach, congratulations. Your guys did what they needed to do and got the win in the conference championship.
Yep, 3rd year in a row conference championship. 3rd year in a row that we beat Malvern to do it. Feels really good. Tonight was not perfect. It was a lot of adversity. But we overcame it, found a way to get it done. Very proud of our team.
Coach, congratulations. I'll let you go get that belt with your guys. You got an excited group of Badgers over here.
Oh, my, the Badgers are so good they can win playing upside down tonight. Outstanding interview down there, and Trey Shucker is so excited he's standing on his head for that conference victory. Fantastic. Thank you, Chris Babb. Thank you. We can make it through the rain. Anything is possible. We're going to take a slight break here, regather our composure, and come right back and talk to you with stats coming from Jim Rothwell. This is Jeff Root. We'll be right back. This is Arkadelphia Badger Football.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield for your personal price plan today.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Call State Farm agent Roger Wingfield in Arkadelphia today.
At Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone CPA, we seek to provide accounting, tax, and financial planning services to individuals and small businesses with proficiency and integrity. Serving Arkadelphia since 1977, our staff looks forward to meeting your financial goals of today and also becoming your financial advocate for life. Visit us at 205 North 25th Street or call 246-8991 today. Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone LTD says Go Badgers.
Back in the postgame show, sponsored by Blend Real Estate out in San Diego. Our buddy Kerry Garnett out there. We got another buddy right here with stats, and that is Jim Rothwell, longtime statistician. Jim, you've seen some championships before, and you just saw another one. Arkadelphia picks up a conference win.
Sure did, and I have to get my hat ready. You know, it comes
you have a special hat for the playoffs,
don't you? I have a hat that goes back to the championship there with when John Lanius was quarterbacking. And
87.
Yeah, 87. And about this time every year, I start to pull it out because if we make it to Little Rock, I wear it. And
you know, Kerry Garnett, the quarterback from '79, the championship team, he's probably listening to us if he's not covering a game right now in San Diego. And Kerry was a champion in 1979. We need to ask him if he has kept any clothes from 1979 because you've kept your '87 cap and you're going to bring it back out of the mothballs to bring it back to the playoffs this year.
That's right. I think if I remember right, Fitzhill was selling these or something like that after whatever it was a hat like the coaches wear. And if I remember right, Fitzhill was selling them, and that's why I got one. You know, Fitz was always an entrepreneur. So
always.
Yeah, so that's where that hat came from. Yeah.
All right, Jim, let's look at stats.
All right. Again, a great job by the Arkadelphia defense again. The one big play, the long touchdown run. Other than that, just did a great job. There were some completed passes at the end, but that was a lot that had to do with Arkadelphia. It's just backing off coverage, let them complete some short passes and move on that. So for the night, we pretty well controlled the running game there. Arkadelphia did 33 carries for 115 yards for Malvern, about 3.5 yards a carry. Held Clegg to 15 carries for 108 yards. And again, 77 of those came on the one play. He did have the one touchdown there. Passing, Allen was 18 out of 41 for 163 yards, 1 TD and two interceptions. Again, a lot of those came toward the end when Arkadelphia was backing off on defense and just letting them complete the short passes. The receiver, I believe it was Kalen Cooper, big night, 8 receptions for 94 yards. He was the go-to guy for Malvern. It seemed like every time, and he made some great catches as well. So good job balance there. Malvern 115 yards rushing, 163 passing, but the Arkadelphia defense is just coming through again, just putting pressure on the quarterback. There were several negative plays. The quarterback, Allen, 8 rushes for a -15, some big sacks from Wimberly in particular. Another runner -6 yards. So just big plays, stopping them at the line of scrimmage or having lost plays. So giving great credit to the defense. Offensively, Arkadelphia did what they needed to. They threw the ball quite a bit. Particularly in the first half, they were ended up 23 out of 34 for 275 yards. I think if I remember right, it was about 220 something in the first half. So they didn't throw much in the second half. Again, spreading around the ball to the receivers. Purifoy had a big night, 9 receptions for 137 yards. Finley 5 for 46, Wagner 3 for 47, Reed 4 for 16, and then Roberts 2 for 29. Roberts, when he gets the ball in his hands, it's pretty exciting to watch. Reed was the bulk of the rushing game, 22 carries for 69. Again, not long runs, but he'll pick up that 5 or 6 and run so hard at times, and it makes a difference. Then they flare him out, and he can catch those passes out of the backfield as well. So good night offensively, 275 yards passing and 148 rushing for Arkadelphia. What they did and going in, I'm sure it's part of the game plan. anticipating the weather, you want to get that lead. And they did that, had it at halftime. And then when the rain came in that second half, they had that lead. They went to the running game. And that last drive was just a killer because you keep the ball that long in this kind of weather and you get up 3 scores, you're going to put the game away. And that's what they did.
That is indeed what they did.